Wow, thank you for stopping by the channel today. As you can see, today's channel, or the topic of today, is called blood and blood types and magic. So in this video, I will be covering a few things, and of course, I have a slideshow presentation for you all. And before we go into that, just a little bit, I want to first of all say that if you're taking the sex magic class, the bodily fluids class, and the blood magic class that I am offering, this is the prerequisites to that, or this is part one to those classes. So this breaks down a little bit, and I encourage you to do more research on RNA, DNA, and how it pertains to you. Now, fortunately, going out of because I'm going to also talk about ancestor worship a little bit and all the good stuff, which I'll also have a class on that as well. But either way, a lot of people. Oh, first of all, shout out to my supporters, my viewers, my subscribers. You can like and share this video. It's always totally up to you. I'm not no biggie about it, honey. Those who are supposed to get it will get it. Those who are not supposed to get it, you probably won't get it. So it is what it is. Anyway, before I go into this, I want to talk about ancestral stuff and how important your DNA is, just a little bit. In blood magic, in the full blood magic class, we go over this. But in ancestor worship class or ancestral veneration, not worship. You can worship too, honey, because when you worship your ancestors, you're worshiping yourself. But either way, it's some important things that people should know before doing certain things, because your DNA is so unique. And although everyone has like 99% the same like DNA and the way the genes, or should I say the genes, and they're set in the same spots, there's still 1% that makes us different. And I believe it's like 1 million cells in everybody's body, or genes in everybody's body, that makes them unique. So although you are your siblings' blood, or you are your mother's child, or your siblings, brothers and sisters, or etc., you are still unique in your own way. And this is why I always tell people that it's so important to stay true to who you are. And I don't care if your family is going to disown you for being who you are. I don't care if you're going against the grain. It's so important to stay true to yourself and to stay unique in all that you do, and don't change for anybody. And I just want to say that, because of course, going in with the new moon and all the energies that are in the sky right now, and they're going to be in the skies for the next few months, it's important to heal your heart. It's important to heal your higher heart. It's important to really go back to your roots. And that's what I want to keep bringing up. Go back to your roots. This is the time to. And even going into the movie Black Panther, people looked at that movie only as information given to the Black people, or the people that are in this world Black, but everybody has ancestry from Africa. That's where life started. And this is really a time to go back into your ancestry. Regardless of what anybody say, the Most High never makes a mistake, and the Most High, everything happens to the timing of the Most High. So these movies and the way they're dropped and how they're dropped is for the purpose of the greater good, whether you believe that or not. So no matter how unique you are, or no matter what people are telling you, you're the same, you're the same, you're the same, you're the same. They got 50 million Black people like you. They got 50 million Black people like you. They got 50 million white people like you, tall people, short people. You are still unique. There's nobody out there in this world that have the same exact structure of you. Your fingerprints are not the same. The way your follicles and your hair fall is not the same. The shape of your eye is not the same. There are minor adjustments that makes you different from other people. And I just want you to understand that. Embrace your uniqueness. Now, a lot of people are into this whole DNA testing. And this all ties in. And what people don't understand is, I'm talking to my spiritual people, because I don't know who's going to see this video. I don't know how it's going to, it could be atheist, scientific people. I don't know. But the reason why I didn't want to jump into the DNA testing is because, first of all, I know my ancestry. First of all, that's the first thing. We have documents, we have pictures, photos, literally telling my lineage line, about where my ancestors come from on my paternal and maternal side. On my father's maternal side, there's a little bit of cloud there. And it's not too much cloud, but it's cloud that I can do without, to be honest with you. Because of course that's important. But when I know my father's side, and I know my mother's father and mother's side, that little bit of that, I mean, that's not going to deter anything or take anything away. I mean, I don't feel that, so it is what it is. But going back into the spiritual people, because you're so unique and you're so different, the reason why I didn't want to give out my DNA is because I don't know what they're doing with that. And I'm not being funny, but I grew up listening to these fairy tales like Jack and the Beanstalk. Remember? Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell a bill of an Englishman. That stuff right there, taunted. And I don't know for other people, but it kind of terrified me. And even as I got older and I understood the purpose of how much power is in your saliva and your bodily fluids, including your blood and even your urine, because, your urine has stuff in it as well, which people don't really talk about. If you're ever, and I'm not giving advice or anything, but if you're ever at a crime scene, do not urinate. Don't urinate or spit or anything on the scene. Okay. Same thing with anything, any type of crime. Don't do it, honey, because they got your teeth. Because the urine, there's proteins that are secreted through the urine, but either way, or excreted through the urine. But either way, you don't know what they're doing with this stuff. And we're living in a day and age where they're using natural resources to fuel a lot of things in this world. And I would hate to think that they will design a car ever in the future where it is targeted to a certain blood type, and it's targeted to a certain blood type at a great number, because people in that blood type, all of them then send all their genetic coding to these research facilities, and they're like, well, listen, there's probably 2.5 million old blood types out there. I'm just using it as an example. And 1.93 million of them have sent us in their blood results. So, we can take out a lot of people. The few 100,000 people that it won't work, hey, that'll be a coincidence, right? Because everybody don't hop on the trends. And I'm one of those people, I don't do that. So what made me not want to ever get my DNA test done, and I'm not saying I will never do it, but when I find out that they're going to patch up things, and I really know for sure what they're going to do, hell, I might even try to date somebody who can break down the blood and all that good stuff. But either way, until I know exactly what they do on my stuff, I'm not too fond of that. And it even goes into like using the restroom and stuff too. Like sometimes I think about that, and I'm not trying to be disgusted or disgusting, but even when you use the restroom and it goes into like a sewage plant, honey, like who controls that stuff? Do they ever, like, where does that stuff go? And do they take samples and say, oh, we're not putting enough Monsanto inside of this food for these people? Or, I mean, you don't know what they do with that stuff. And it does freak me out. And maybe it's because I'm a hypochondriac. Maybe it's because, I'm very, I think a lot, that has a lot to do with my sign. Just my personality. I think a lot. I'm not analytical about things, but I do think about things and say, So, like I said, just the idea of that just kind of freaks me out. What they're doing with, with your sewage stuff, and what they're doing with your, your blood and saliva when you spit in that tube, and you send it off to these centers. What they doing with that? And I got this little sector pulled up here. You can Google this. You can look this up. There's a lot of privacy policy issues in DNA testing. And I think the cheaper you pay for the DNA testing, they're probably selling your stuff, honey. You probably paid $75 for them to take that test. And not trying to be funny, but they probably sold the information to like, a beauty. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say all this. But maybe they sell your information to a certain company so they know what to put in the products to target a certain type of blood type, because everybody's body is different. And everybody react to things differently. And that's why I'm doing this video today, because this has a lot to do with your healing. And this is gonna move you in one way or another. And whether you are using this information for magical purposes, or you use this information to live a long, healthy life, and procreate, and if that's your thing, and plant your seeds all over the world, so be it. But either way, give me one moment. One moment. So yeah, whether you're going to use this for magical purposes or just like I said to be healthy, you will benefit from this video and the class, the full version of this. Because like I said, I'm gonna give you a little snippet. And why not? So as you can see right here, it says, of course, when you spit into a test tube in hopes of finding out about your ancestry or health, or that perfect genetically optimized bottle of wine, because they have that, believe it or not, they actually can design stuff according to your blood type, as I said before, based on information that you send them. So your blood unlocks a lot of stuff. Not only are you giving them access to your genetic coding, but you're also giving them very intimate details about yourself. Okay, your genes don't only determine who you are, but it also contains revealing information about your health, relationships. Yes, everybody handle relationships differently. Certain blood types are more weaker than other blood types. Certain genes are more weaker than other genes. So depend on if you are a leader or a follower in between will determine your relationships with other people and how you see your relationships, personality, as well as family history. And I think it's equal to your social security number too. That's why I never gave it out. That's why I never did it. That's just me. Like I said, you could definitely look this up. Of course, it's promoting a few other stuff, but I want you to do your research on that. They even said that there's no DNA testing out there that's 100% accurate, and they can only give you glimpse of your stuff because other people in certain regions tested positive or they test certain haplogroups, and that's how they can connect you. But in all honesty, none of this is 100% accurate because Native American and other indigenous bloods, they don't have the proper coding for that. And I want to say this too. There are some bloodlines or lineage lines that have been washed away. If you look up genealogy, there are certain races of people that are no longer identified because strands of that DNA or those genes have been either destroyed or they've been mutated or they've been changed. And I don't want to go into that, but that is true. And that's why marketing, consuming foods, putting products on your skin, in your body via foods, via drinking, alcohol, fluids, any of that, even supplements. Certain supplements also change your genetic structure, and it ultimately, I won't say wipe out certain races, but it will wipe out certain codes that contain very important information, genetic codings that are very important to the original lineage lines. Because of course, going into the biblical stuff and the stories of the Quran and all the other stuff, the ancient Egyptian stuff, Mesopotamia, there were humans here before humans got here. If that makes sense, or there were men here before humans got here. And I always tell people there's a difference between mankind and humans. If you break down Hu, and man, those are two separate meanings, and they try to use it interchangeably, but there's a big difference. And going back into the Genesis, when the Nephilims came onto the planet, they saw daughters of man. And they came here and they, bred with these beautiful creatures, and they had demigods, part human, or excuse me, part man, part demon, which created humans. So when I hear Christian people and I hear other religious people say they're part demon, the Queen of England is part reptilian, sister, I need you to get into your reptilian brain. I need you to look up your genetic structure and makeup, why they can use pig skin on you. Can we talk about it? Why they can use pig skin on you when you need certain operations, why they use potatoes, all the other stuff, honey. Come on now. And why certain things is acidic, and or when your blood becomes acidic, certain things could be done with that. And I won't go into that because that's not for YouTube. And, this stuff gets very deep, as a lot of stuff that is talked about get very deep. And I don't advise you to Google that stuff. And I don't advise you, to really try to put the stuff out there on your internet unless you can figure out some type of discreet way of looking that stuff up, because it is traceable. And I want to kind of go into a little, you know, not too much, but I know people even before cell phones came out. You know, matter of fact, when cell phones had just came out, and you know, I was very, very young back then, honey. What they say, cell phones first became like a big thing in the 90s. But I think the original one came out like the 70s, and they made it a big time thing in the 80s. So when it first came out, I wasn't even thought of. But when it started becoming popular, I was little. Either way, I've heard stories of people that got involved in some stuff, and they were actually tracked down through their, you know, cellular company. And that's all I'm gonna say. So either, like I said, think twice about it. You're gonna do this DNA stuff, think twice about it. You know, what happened if you're part of a superhero? What happened if you're meant to, and let's just say theoretically, that when the end of days come, let's say, you know, we're living in Revelations. Let's just say this. We're living in Revelations, and there's a certain genetic strand that's going to be awakened. And let's just say it's going to be awakened for the purpose of saving humanity, all humanity, or, you know, not just, you know, gay, straight, black, white, but everybody. Because, you know, they want to use race, they want to use gender, they want to use all this stuff to break people up. And it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't add up right. You know, I know numbers and I love numbers. Everything in this world, in this life, everything that have existed is based off of numbers. And it just doesn't add right up. It just doesn't add right to me to separate certain things. I mean, anyway, I won't go into that. So what happens if you're meant to, what happens, there's a certain genetic strand that's going to awaken around a certain time, and you don't, this group of people are not supposed to let the world know about it. So you hop on the feds, you get your blood work done, you send in your blood work to these people, and they say, oh honey, guess what? We did a test and we found out in Texas there's these strands popping up all around the world, but there's a large population of them in Texas, and they may become a threat. Maybe they have terrorists, you know, and I'm saying theoretically for this group's purpose. Maybe they have terrorist strands in them that's going to make them very powerful when this time comes. You might want to start targeting them, and then they start making products to target that certain genetic strand or makeup to inhibit that that gene from fully evolving and stopping it from going forward, and you know, and then everybody lose. You know what I mean? And that's what I think about too. Like, we're not just here for ourselves, and even going into, like I said, into the thought process that because you are this and that, you're gay or whatever, you may possibly be weaker. Maybe in procreation, that could possibly be. Possibly, because like I said, there's still lesbians that are having children. There's still gay men that are having children, and transgenders. So I won't say that that's the issue, because that's people used to say back in the day. But even more so, what happened if there are certain groups of people out there that naturally have certain abilities that's going to one day save your ass? And that's what I think about, honey. I don't disrespect people. I don't, you know, I don't do that, because you never know. The same person you slapped in the face might be the person that's going to save your life one day. And I heard so many stories of that. People flipping people off in grocery stores, honey. I kid you not, true stories. People flip people off in grocery stores. People cutting people off in traffic. People saying, beep, beep, beep. And they get into a car accident. And guess what? The person that they flipped off and ran down the filth, honey, stole from too. They end up saving their life. Can we talk about it? Even going into stories that you see up on the news where men and women are like killing people, like the teenagers from Florida who killed that teenage daughter. And the boy came from a broken home. Obviously, a teenager bringing a gun to a school and killing his friend. And the mother actually forgave the killer and hugged that. And to me, there was something in that woman's genetic structure to understand that whatever happened was supposed to happen, and you don't stoop down to that. You don't go in that courtroom and say, boo, 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 boo. And she saved this boy. Honestly, she was actually protesting for this boy to not go to jail and instead come out and be a spokesperson. So, like I said, you never know how people are going to affect your life. And a lot of people out here are homophobic, transphobic. And, you know, when the other people are not going to be there for you, because you don't know how it's going to be. You might be in a private place, a place that's deserted in the middle of nowhere. It just so happened, honey, you got closet case homosexuals and or transgenders that you don't even know are transgender. And these random people come up and do some shit to you. And honey, It might be one of those transgender women or transgender men or those gay men, honey, or the lesbian woman that's going to save your damn life. And then you're going to feel dumb as hell, maybe. Or maybe you just might use them as the rest of the world have done for thousands of years, honey. They love to use the LGBT, honey, for everything, honey. And you won't use me though, Miss Thing. I will tell you no in a minute. Anyway, so let's jump into the slideshow because I don't want to be here all night with y'all, honey. I love y'all, but I got things I gotta do. Okay, it's early morning, but I slept late. Mind your business. So in this slide, in this presentation, I'm gonna go over blood type and your magic. Yes, the equation of blood magic and how your blood type ultimately affects your magic. People don't understand this. And there's a lot of, and this is why I say it's so important not to be a follower, honey. Be a leader. Take what is taught, but do your own research and make it your own. My magic is not your magic. We could sit down here, we could read the exact same book and grasp the information that was given very differently and come out with two separate outcomes. Does that make me right or you wrong? No, it doesn't. Or does it make me wrong or you right? No, it doesn't. But I guarantee you, we both can manifest with the same exact thing because my magic is my magic, your magic is your magic. But either way, in this slide, I will go over profiles of blood and the different blood types, as well as your blood effects, or how your blood affects your magic. Okay. Your blood type affects your magic because your magic is effective based off of your stress levels, energies, and spiritual evolvement. And no, I did not say involvement. Evolvement, I said that correctly, which are your ancestors, and this equal mental abilities. And of course, magic starts in your brain first. It starts in your body. It starts with the neurons. It starts with the cells. It starts with the plasma. It starts with your RNA, your DNA. This is where your magic starts. And if your DNA is damaged or your RNA is damaged or your cells are not fully functioning and your neurons are not fully functioning and your transmitters are not fully function, then your magic is not going to happen. Okay. And that's why a lot of people, they want to be lazy about it, and you will be lazy about magic, honey. You will always lose. And I just want to throw that out there. Anyway. And what I meant by, like I said, spiritual involvement is that your involvement is your ancestral line. So all that you do will either uplift and strengthen your bloodline or destroy it. Literally. You are a walking example of the different facets of your ancestors, because although my cousins and I, there's about 72 of us, we share the same grandparents, we still are different and unique in our own ways. So we represent multi-facets of our ancestors, and everything that we do will either uplift them and empower them and make them say, yes, honey, yes. Or it'll make them feel like, oh my God, this is a bit disappointment. And I don't feel like your ancestors will ever disown you. And I don't feel like your ancestors, will ever abandon you. But I want you to understand that I think that you could make your ancestors feel disappointed and, kind of, sit back and let you do what you need to do to learn. And hopefully you come from a very strong bloodline to where you will always come into yourself, because everyone doesn't have that ability. And that's when you reach out to people that comes from a strong bloodline to help empower you. Because of course, everyone would sit here and say, well, my mama was a drug kid, my mama was a crackhead, my daddy was a pimp, and that's why I'm nothing. I'm never going to be nothing. And that is not true. Every day you every day you walk this earth, you have a chance to change your ancestral line, your lineage line, the energy, the blood, the lay, the cells, because you have the cells of your ancestors in you. Going into pregnancy starts off as one cell, then it multiplies into multiple cells, and it forms about, and I was going to go into other stuff, but I don't want to go deep into that. And it forms a baby, and that baby still has, genes of the father and the mother, and it just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. So you are your ancestors, and it's so important to honor thy body. It's so important to honor that mind and let people say whatever it is they want to say about you, because people, they need to worry about their own lineage line. And that's why I say, this is going to benefit you. Just, pay attention. Every day is a chance to either build or destroy your bloodline. And I hope that you're making the right decisions, honey. I hope that you're actually building, and don't let people tell you that your ancestors so not happy with you because you homosexual. Because girl, bye. If it wasn't that way, then the genes would have mutated that way. Can we talk about it? If it wasn't that way, it would have mutated that way. Even going to people saying that there's gay agendas and all that, honey. There was a hip hop agenda. Everybody didn't become a bum. And I'm not cutting in, but everybody didn't want to sag their pants and wear a condom over their left eye. Everybody wasn't doing that. Can we talk about it? So it is what it is. So if you are, going through that, honey, that's just probably what you might be. Anyway, let's step off of that. I will go over the scientific stuff first, then cover the spiritual influences. Can we talk? Yes, honey. So there are studies have shown that your blood type makes you susceptible to certain diseases. For an example, blood type O's, and I'm a blood type O, have a lower chance of getting heart disease or heart complications of any sort outside of healing deep-rooted issues. So family issues, regret, resentment, feeling shameful about yourself. And I want you to understand this because a lot of people in this world are O blood. I think there's 40-something%. So feeling shameful, having regret, denial of yourself, having resentment for not just yourself, but anybody involved. It's so important to let that go because that will manifest into other problems. That will create blockages in your subtle bodies, like your chakras, your light bodies, and that will manifest into heart complications like congestive heart failure, heart disease, and all this other stuff. So O's are less prone to that naturally unless they have these issues that they have not worked through, and that will manifest into these problems. Yes, honey. But are more prone to stomach ulcers due to the high acid levels in the stomach. So due to our high acid levels, we actually benefit from eating animal fat. We can eat animal fat and not develop anything from it, like cancer, diabetes, or all of that good stuff. And that is a pro, because let's talk about it. But also pork, and I'll go over the diets too. Pork, O's should not consume pork. I don't think any blood type should consume pork, but O's, you need to stay away from pork. Lean animal meats are good for us. And I'll go over that, like lamb. Oh, we do so well off of lamb, honey. I lost 22 pounds, I kid you not, in 9 days by eating lamb. And I also did other stuff, but 22 pounds in 9 days. And you might say, girl, that was a lot. Ooh, what was you doing? Trust me. And I'll exercise for 2 hours every single day too for that time. But anyway, I just want to throw that out there, honey. So yeah, while blood type A's are more prone to microbial infections, or microbiome. I think there's another word in there, honey. I was in a rush for this, honey. But they're more fertile when it comes to other blood types. So A's tend to easily be able to get pregnant and or, get someone pregnant. They don't have any problems with fertilities unless, of course, you're not eating the proper diet. Now, we're talking about everything in this. I'm speaking of if you're eating the proper foods and you're reducing stress, this will be your thing. O's only really have to worry about stomach ulcers. And of course, if you eat a right diet, you don't have to worry about that, honey. Okay. You want something that's going to alkalinize the body, not make it more acidic. Okay. And, and that's for all blood types. But either way, I'm jumping the guns here, and I'm getting too excited. People with A, B, and B blood types tend to have more complications like of the pancreas, like pancreatitis, diabetes, and pancreatic cancers. Believe it or not, you research that, you will surely see. So when they say your family have a history of diabetes, so you're more than likely going to get it. I beg to differ, because maybe your grandmother was a B and you're O, so your chance of getting it is not that high versus anybody else in your family. So I beg to differ. Anyway, your diet plays a big key. Your immune system and your digestive system plays a big role in your success over a disease, or you're losing, your failure over a disease. And obviously when you fail a disease or a disease take over your body fully, you end up losing the battle and you either die or you suffer from other terminal things. Every blood type handles stress differently. And of course, like I said before, stress is something, if you took my detox class, I talk about stress and how it affects your body on many levels, honey. Stress triggers certain enzymes and hormones in your body that are released. And these enzymes and hormones can cause bone disease, lack of calcium absorption, immunity issues, and absorption of nutrients in your foods. So I had to put in here in parentheses because everybody will say, well, we're eating the same food and I'm not losing weight and you are. Or they're saying, I go to the gym every day and I'm not really losing weight. Or I know people like that who go to the gym every single day and yet they're not losing weight. I don't see any difference because stress plays a big role in their life. And if you cannot manage your stress, everybody has the opportunity to do so. And that's very important. Stress will kill you. Stress will kill you. I don't care what your blood type is. I don't care what race you are. I don't care. It will kill you because other things will come in and it'll break your body down and that will allow your cells to die off and you know, mutate and it develops a whole bunch of stuff. So you need to cut people off, do so. You need to get rid of certain people, do so. You need a vacation from your partner, do so. Just because you're married, I mean, you got to be with them every day, all day. I don't care what nobody say. I know people that have been married for a very long time and they sleep in the same bed every night, but throughout the day, they do their own thing. I don't know to this day, because I have friends who are married, I don't know how they can see their husband or wife every day, all day. Like, I can't do that. I won't be able to do that, honey. And maybe it's just the type of personality I have. I don't know. But stress will kill you and other people's energy, especially when it comes to different blood types. Now, if you're two O blood types, you might be more compatible, as well as if you're two A blood types, if you're two B blood types. A lot of people be mixing these blood types up, honey. O types are a little more aggressive, and B types could be, while A types are a little more sensitive and they're affected by everything a lot easier. So stress will make them sick. You know, they'll have all these body changes going on, while the O's and the B's are just sitting back. You know, they're going through the stress, but they're not really going through nothing, honey. Can we talk about it? Anyway, so one thing stress creates is adrenaline. Adrenaline is a hormone, and type O blood type have a fight or flight reaction to stress, which can cause an overproduction of adrenaline. Yes, O's also tend to have a very, and that's why I want you to understand this, to be an O blood type and to not be a criminal, to be an O blood type and to not have any type of destructive behavioral issues. That is strength, because O blood type is the most destructive of the blood types because of the adrenaline and how when they become stressed, because there's good stress and bad stress, it makes them want to fight or flight. And of course, if you're fighting, honey, you're about to go rob the banks, you're about to go write back checks, you're about to go do all this tea. While flighting, you're going to run from everything. You're going to shut off. You're going to isolate yourself. You're going to become depressed. You're going to become all these issues. So to be an O blood type, like I said before, and to not have a criminal record or to not deal with anything, or to be able to let things go and to come out on top of your stuff, that is strength. That is something to be honored. And I applaud you, honey. Boop, 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 boop. Yes, honey. Blood O type takes longer to recover from stressful situations because it's harder for their body to release adrenaline. Of course, because O blood type blood is thicker. So it's thicker and it's harder for the hormones and stuff to move through the blood. Even going into my transgenders out there who are O blood types and they take hormones, if you're not naturally high in estrogen and low in testosterone, hormones may not affect you. Okay, that may not affect you. You might say, well, I take hormones and I didn't notice the difference. No, girl, because you have thick ass blood. You might need to take a patch and some shots. No, I'm playing. But anyway, so yeah, releasing the adrenaline. And I don't know about y'all, but when I'm stressed, this is why I don't stress. This is why I tell y'all I will read you down for filth if you try to put something on me. I'm O blood type. I'm either going to read you down and want to fight somebody when I'm very stressed out, or like I said, I'm going to cut off everybody and shut all the way down. And when I shut all the way down, I'm good at ignoring phone calls and or blocking people. I'm very good at that. So I don't want to be stressed for health reasons as well, because it does affect me. I have gotten sick behind stress. Everybody gets sick behind stress because stress affects your immunity as well. But I've gotten really sick behind being really stressed. Like when I had the experience when I was kicked out of the house I was in years ago, honey. That was very stressful. I lost my hair. I was throwing up. I had digestive problems. It was nasty because my body went into overdrive, honey, everything. So I said, no, ma'am, I need my own place. If you are O blood type, you need to be in your own environment. Same thing with A's. A's and O's need to be in their own environment. B's are a little more neutral. A, B's and B's are a little more neutral. They can be in other people's home. They could be around a little bit of stressful, situations. They could do that stuff. But A's and O's, you need your own place. You don't need to be around people all the damn time because stress will get you. Your immune system, if you're A, is very sensitive. But either way, type A naturally have higher levels of cortisol. If you don't know cortisol, I believe cortisol make you pack on weight. So naturally A's are on the hefty side, no tea, no shade, unless they're eating healthy and they're doing things. But when they are stressed, A's pick up a lot of weight. They will go from skinny to being, 200 pounds in a month. I've seen it happen. I've seen someone go from 160 to 220 or 200 and something. I can't remember what they said in less than 30 days. So stress is not, and your body start craving certain stuff too. Everybody crave differently when they're stressed out. For me, and stress is not always bad. It doesn't mean you're worrying about stuff. It means that you're overwhelmed with stuff. For me, I crave the things I shouldn't be eating, like potatoes, grains, rice. Same thing with people that are A's and all that stuff. We're going to go over diets. You will crave the things you're not supposed to be consuming when you're stressed out. So when people say they smoke cigarettes when they're stressed, you're not supposed to do that. When people say I crave alcohol and sugars when I'm stressed, you're supposed to stay away from that. And I'll go over that too. But either way, A's have more cortisol in their bodies, and when stressed, their body produces more of it. And of course, for A's, stress could be very fatal. Once again, stress affects your immune system, and your immune system is based off the nutrition that you absorbed, as it says at the top. So if you're not absorbing the nutrients you're putting in your body is literally shutting down. And IBS have been coming up a lot lately. A lot of people I've been meeting up with suffer from IBS, and that can turn into a whole bunch of stuff too. And I think that a lot of them are A's, and that's what encouraged me to do this video too, because I've been coming up, a lot of people with digestive issues have been coming up to me. I don't have those problems. I have no problem going to the restroom regularly. But either way, AB blood and B bloods is the middle of the spectrum. So like I said, they can deal with stress and all sorts of stuff. They can do what O's and A's can do. Okay. Antigens of your blood type is everywhere in your body. Antigens create your blood type, actually. And it's in your blood. It's in your body. It's everywhere in your body, from your digestive tract, which starts at your esophagus. So that means your mouth. When you open your mouth, that is your digestive system, and everything that you put into your mouth does, go throughout your whole body. So you out here, not get a little nasty, but you out here performing fellatio on people unprotectedly. Definitely that. You want to be careful whose DNA you putting inside your body, honey, because it just might struck up and mess up your genetic structure. That's why a lot of people, they end up getting sick with their sexual partner. Anyway, I won't go into that, girl, because that will go into 2 hours of this damn video. I don't want to go into that. Either way, so your esophagus, it does start your mouth. Your mouth get all wet and stuff when you think of food, because it wants to soften up the food so you can easily chew it and break it down, so it doesn't have a hard time going down your throat and hit your stomach. Why you think if you swallow a coarse piece of salt, you're choking, and or if you didn't chew up your chips all the way, like your tortilla chips, you will choke. And people say it went down the wrong pipe. No, it didn't, girl. Your esophagus, your mouth is just a little too dry, honey. And your esophagus got cut up because the chip was too damn sharp. Anyway, your nasal passages, lungs, which, by the way, O's do suffer from allergies and stuff a little more than all the other blood types. Anyway, it's in your nasal passages, your lungs, and when you consume certain foods, it can cause your blood to stick and make it hard for your antigens to move freely, and you will experience headaches, fatigue, skin problems, and health-related situations. I used to get headaches a lot, and I learned to go to green tea. I learned to go to jasmine tea and other floral tea, because people say, you got a headache, you need to go drink some coffee. I'm actually not supposed to be having coffee. O blood type, we're supposed to actually stay away from coffee because we naturally produce a healthy level of adrenaline. That's why we're active, we're hyper, we have a lot of energy, we talk a lot. You know, people that are ignorant will say that men have more testosterone levels, or because men have testosterone, it makes them more energetic than females, honey. All O blood type people are energetic and can talk for hours and hours and hours. On top of that, I'm a Gemini girl, so we can talk for 20 damn girl. We could stay up for 3 days in a row and talk. Hello, but either way, you know, like I said, O should not be consuming caffeine because we naturally have adrenaline. We just need rest and proper dieting. But other people may need it, like A's and B's. They may need that caffeine, honey, because they don't produce enough adrenaline. But you will experience headaches, fatigue, skin problems, and health-related situations, which can turn into a whole bunch of stuff. Because, of course, when the antigens cannot move, then cells will start to experience a sense of loss. Think of yourself being strangled, right? Think of you breathing and someone coming up and just, you know, girl, you feel like all hope is gone. You might start seeing life flash before you. Poor little cells. They seeing that too. Isn't that sad? Ooh, just kind of get me emotional, honey. Cells see that, honey, because you're putting the wrong body, you're putting the wrong food inside your body. And then you sitting there thinking like, I'm sick. They put stuff in my food. Yeah. No, honey, you need to watch what you put in your damn mouth. How about that? Anyway, bacteria in your gut, and I have a dot there because this is so important. Your bacteria in your gut does affect your immune system, your digestive tract, and how nutrients are absorbed into your body, which in return will get into your cells and either dehydrate or hydrate your cells. Your cells need nourishment. Your neurons need nourishment. Your transmitters need nourishment. As I did the video a while ago on neuroscience, you know, your cells are electrically charged, and every millisecond they're sending out these little electrical surges. And this is why magic is so potent. Even when people say it's not real, but yet they believe in science, it is real because, of course, these electrical surges, if you're constantly saying the same stuff over and over, going into mantras and repetition of scriptures, you're feeding this information to those signals. So when it's surging throughout your whole body perceives that whole message 100%. And the cells that the surge that is putting out is drawing other electrically charged things to you. And money is an it is electricity. That's why they call it currency. Can we talk about it? People are also currency. Yeah, that's what people say. You are slaves, you're bought, you have a social security number. You are a form of currency as well. And as I said before, you got to be careful what you subscribe to and who you involve yourself with. I want to say I'm worth, you know, at least $1 million. I don't want to give my $1 million just up to anybody, honey. Can we talk? Okay, catch those tea. Anyway, bacteria in the gut is very important when it comes to your overall health. Going into Superflora, which is a probiotic that I take. It's a probiotic and a prebiotic. Either way, probiotics and prebiotics, according to your blood type, would help your system. And you can look this up online too, what to stay away from, like O blood type, lectins, which is a protein found in certain foods. And you can look up on this lectin, Lectin. It actually does harm to us, people with O blood, because our blood is so thick that we cannot break down certain things. And there you go with the lectin. So we need probiotics and prebiotics that have that does not have dairy and lactose in it, but definitely things that have stuff in it to block lectins, like I think it's called lactin archibaton. I think that's what it's called. But there's 3 different strands for that. So you look into that. If you're O, no dairy, definitely no lactose. Okay. And it doesn't make you lactose intolerant. It just does not get through your system. So either way, everything passes through your stomach that is consumed first. So keep that bacteria in your stomach healthy. If you're diarrheic, that's not a word, but we'll say I won't say diuretic because diuretic means something else. If you're diarrheic or you're suffering from diarrhea or you're having vomiting issues, even inflammation is a sign that your whole body is off, including, most importantly, the gut in your stomach. So you might want to get that under control first and then focus on doing the other stuff. Because like I said, medicine just takes away the symptoms. It doesn't cure nothing. A blood type can break down carbs, not cards, carbs easier, while blood type O stored as fat. So there you go. A can eat a lot of healthy carbs, especially potatoes, and they won't gain no weight from that. O type, we actually store carbs as fat. So we want to stay with the lean proteins. We want to stay away from potatoes, even though I love my potatoes. I'm sorry, I do. And that's why my ass, you see me now, my face is blowing up. And that's fine. That's fine, girl. That's right. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I can have a blown up face, girl, and I can stop eating French fries and lose that face again. Anyway, but also going into that, carbs also create arthritis in O blood type too. If you're an O blood type and you suffer from inflammation of the joints, aka arthritis, arthur is joint, itis means inflammation of. You need to cut out those potatoes, honey. That's not the only thing we need to cut out. Grains too, like rice, red rice, brown rice, jasmine rice, basmati rice. You need to cut that shit out and watch how it does. Hello, watch how it does. Hello, I guess I gotta say hello because people said hello is their word. So hello. Mm-hmm. I'm from New Zealand now. Anyway, and O type will benefit greatly from low carb diets. Obviously, shout out to Beyonce. Beyonce's a fellow O positive blood type. Hey, Beyonce. Yes, honey, girl, bye. You don't. How do I know? Trust me. She went on a low carb diet, and that, honey, she got snatched for the gods. Okay, and there's a lot of you out there that are low carb. So if you are a O, you could benefit from a low carb diet. If you are an A or B, you could definitely benefit on the high carb diet. O people should not be on a high carb diet, Miss Thing, because you will blow up like baby, what is it, baby beluga? And there's nothing wrong with that. I love me, baby beluga. Remember, baby beluga. Come on, honey. Suggestive diets and ways to reduce stress for O types. Let's break it down. Type O blood are best on intense physical exercises. Listen, O type people are usually very sexually active too if you're eating healthy. If you're eating healthy, you like to go for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. If you're an O blood type, okay, and you are an O blood type, let's say Gemini, you might want to go out with a Taurus or a Scorpio. I'm just saying, if you are Gemini, you're O blood type, Scorpio and a Taurus, they will keep you on your feet. Okay, you might want to go for a Taurus and a Scorpio. Is it hard for me to find a Scorpio and a Taurus? I would like to find me a Taurus and a Scorpio, like a Scorpio, possibly lunar, and Taurus solar, because the Taurus is they a little kinky, and I like that. And the Scorpio, they freaky too, but on another plane. So listen, Scorpio, lunar, and I'll take a Taurus, solar, or have a lot of Scorpio in that chart. Hello. Anyway. Back on track, honey, because this mind start going other places. O blood type is good with physical activity. Sex is a physical activity. Yes, it is, honey. So listen, if you're O blood type, you said that you get tired easily, honey, you need to change your diet, Miss Thing, because you can go for hours, honey. Hello! You can hike, you can run, you can do a whole bunch of tea. But anyway, and animal proteins are great for O type. Yes, animal proteins like chicken, veal, lamb. Yes. Certain fishes. I said certain fishes too, because all the fish we're not supposed to have in all these fishes, honey. They will benefit you. Now, dairy products and grains will make you not want to have sex. It will have you not being able to get up. It will make you not being able to function and be healthy. It will create, inflammation in the body. That's why I say, I don't really have dairy like that. I used to have dairy growing up, but as an adult, there's only certain type of ice cream I can eat, like Tillamook and Uqua. Hello, Uqua and Tillamook, honey. Give me a qua. I need sponsorship. And those are the only ice creams that I can eat. These other ice creams, and their ice cream is made from egg whites, I believe, or egg yolk. I think it's egg yolk. That's why I think I can eat it. The milk ice creams like Baskin Robbins, Tino Shea, and all those other places, girl, I will be having my stomach will get bloated. You'll think I'm 9 months pregnant. I kid you not. And it's instantly too, honey. And I will be like getting hot and stuff, honey. And girl, my body can't break down the fats up in that, honey. And fruits, vegetables, and legumes are great for you. Now, certain beans you're not supposed to eat. We'll talk about that though. The leading reason for weight gain among type O's is gluten found in wheat and wheat products, and also lentils, corn, kidney beans, and cabbage. We're supposed to stay away from cabbage because cabbage does alter our thyroid as well as cauliflower does. So I know you're O blood type and you're out here trying to go on the cauliflower rice diet. You better rethink that, honey. Hello, you'll still be taking your medicines. Kidney beans is also not good for us. Oh, that's why I like black beans. Now, I did have kidney beans the other day. It did make me very gassy. And that's why kidney beans are not good for us, honey. Corn, yes, that's right. Corn. Corn is not good for O blood type. Lentils is not good. Peanuts is not good, but we'll go over that again. Like I said before, you want to stay away from gluten foods, wheat, potatoes. You know, if you're gonna do the wheat, you're gonna do that and all that. I mean, I'm sure that I'm sure you could do it moderately, but let's not make your diet comprised of potatoes, 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 potatoes. You know, wheat bread, wheat this, wheat that, wheat blah 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 blah, all that other good stuff. You know, let's not do all that. Okay. I do exercise for all blood types, include aerobics. Yes, sex is aerobics. Hello, dancing is aerobics. O blood types make great dancers too, by the way, honey. Shout out to my dancers after that are O blood type. Yes, honey. Twerking on the poles, honey. Ow, work it out. Ooh, ow. Come on, honey. Martial arts, yes, honey. Shout out to my martial. See, I love martial art people. I'm actually trained in the arts, believe it or not. Girl, bye. Miss Thing, try me if you want to. And I know how to do capoeira, and I learned how to do Filipino uh combative style fighting too. Shout out to my ex friend named Justin, honey. Full-blooded Pinoy. He was a Christian and a Buddhist. Don't ask me how that worked out. But either way, contact sports is good for that too. Football, you know, gymnastics, basketball. You know, a lot of my stuff there, they're very aggressive. O blood type is an aggressive blood type. You know, dominant. So, you know, shout out to my contact sports up there. And running. Now, I'm not a fan of running. Running is not good for your joints, to be honest with you. When you run, especially on concrete, I think like point no, I think it's 8 times your weight is put into your joints. So if you're 200 pounds and you running, honey, that's what 1600 pounds going through your whole damn body. I'm not even funny, honey. You better speed walk, brisk walk, or walk for 2 hours a day like I was doing. Okay, Miss Thing, let's try. And you go up on the stairs too. Everybody want to go into running like Miss Thing. Listen, for my big breasted women out there, running with big breasts does not feel good. Okay, it makes you feel very strange and it just opens you up. Now, maybe that's just me. I don't know, but it's not comfortable running with some big boobs anyway. So, you know, yeah. Okay, so you little girls out there, you know, A cups and B cups, y'all can run if y'all want to, honey. I wouldn't, though. But anyway, type O's are most likely to suffer from asthma, hay fever, and other allergies. Yes, that's true. As I said before, with if you're O blood type, you want to make sure you're heavily breathing, you're deeply breathing. That's why I love doing magic, because one thing with magic, to make effective magic, you have to be able to breathe deeply and fully connect with the items. You are the water. You are the water. Okay. Yes. And allergies. I don't know about y'all, honey. Listen. I have allergies all year round. And that's why, you know, green tea helps, by the way. You need natural, pure, uncut green tea. Oolong tea works as well. But I also take Zytex sometimes. And, you know, you want to keep your pastures nice and moist. We got to stay moist, honey. You know, when O's first came about, you know, we actually had a lot of moisture in the atmosphere. But unfortunately, things have happened. And it's taken away the moisture, and that's why O's, you know, we're changing, we're mutating according to the genetics, or according to what they're doing to the genetics, because we don't have that much moisture in the air. And trees, waters, lakes, ponds, and all that was good for us, honey. You know, we hung in trees, we danced in trees, you know, we jumped tree to tree and all that good stuff. And now, honey, where are the trees at? Anyway. Blood type A's are more naturally suited for vegetarian. That's right. If you're an A, you will benefit from not consuming animal fats and stuff. So for all you people saying go vegan, vegan ain't for everybody, honey. Hello. So if you're A, you need to go vegan. Yes, vegan over here. Yes, honey, go vegan. If you're not an A, you might want to think twice about that, because maybe that's why you're decaying and breaking down. No tea, no shade. That will be some problems, honey. Okay. So you're suited for vegetarian diet. foods that are fresh, pure, and organic. Okay. Only organic, only pure, only fresh. Okay. If you're, unfortunately, excuse me, A blood type people, y'all also are very fertile anyway. So we want to make sure these children are born nice and healthy and strong in the first place. But also, you know, you need to make a lot of money, honey. Obviously, you're very fertile. A types are very fertile. So you probably have about 7 or 8 kids anyway. So you need to be making a lot of money. So you can always buy fresh, pure, and organic. And if you cannot buy it, grow your own stuff, honey. Now listen, you got a limit to what you can grow. But if you live out there in the places that they can't find you, honey, you grow whatever the hell you want to grow. Just don't tell everybody you got a garden. See, people come on the internet, they tell all their business. I got a garden. Look at my fresh garden right there. And then they wonder when they come down to give them that sanction. They say you can't be growing fruits. Am I talking too much? Okay, let me stop. Let me back it on up. They can consume high levels of good carbs such as potatoes, yes, honey potatoes, and good starches. Type A's are predisposed to heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. You have a very sensitive immune system. Yes, this is why people who have diabetes, I can tell you, diabetes is caused by animal fat in the blood. People with diabetes, a lot of them, I can almost guarantee they're A type of blood. If they're not A, they're AB, because AB has similar traits of A and B's. So yes, this is why, honey, you need to get rid of the meat. Your body can't handle that, honey. You're sensitive, honey. You're like a little girl, little boy. Listen, get rid of that meat. Damn. How about this? How about you grow the fruits and vegetables for me, and I will raise the animals for you, like the birds, the livestock. Well, it depends on what type of bird, honey. A quail, you can eat a quail. You will not be eating, and a chicken too, turkey too. But peacocks and all that, you will not be consuming that, honey. Ducks, I'm gonna have all that running around in my land, honey. Ducks, peacocks, all that. Y'all can come out and see it too. Hey, yes, honey. Anyway, type A's they have very sensitive immune systems. So stress is stress will definitely get you together, like I said before, because your immune system is already weak and stress will break it down even more. So you won't have no immune system, honey. This is why y'all always popping up with colds and flus and stuff. And some of y'all think y'all having asthma and allergies when it's really other stuff that's going on. But anyway, type A could benefit from calming, centering exercises such as yoga, tai chi, and transcendental meditation. So if you are type A, you and O do good together, like I said, even compatible with raising children, because I like to meditate, and I don't know if that's my blood type because of that, or just I don't do good with stress. So I like to meditate. So we could definitely meditate together. You go around topless, husband. I go around topless too. You know what I mean? Yes. We could be in our own little land with the trees all around us, honey, fully naked. That's why I'm moving out to the country, because girl, I don't like clothes. Miss Thing, I'll be doing videos from my neck up when I move, because I'm telling y'all, what? I'm gonna be out there in that land. Girl, bye. Talk about you got, girl, bye. I'm getting that land. I'm gonna benefit from land. Girl, I'm gonna be rolling around naked, and I'm gonna be walking barefooted in. Please, girl, bye. Anyway, so yeah, yoga, tai chi, centering exercises, honey. It's so good. Meditating for a long period of time. That's what transcendental meditations are, like 8-hour meditation sessions. Great, honey. No stress, no stress. Please remove the stress people out your life, including your husband, your boyfriends, your children. It doesn't matter, girl. Move them out your damn life, honey. B type of blood. Have a strong, vigorous immune system. I had a friend with a B type blood, honey. He could eat raw cookie dough. I can't eat no damn raw cookie dough, honey. Okay, I can't even drink raw eggs, honey. I don't know how people can do that. That stuff make me sicker than a dog. Anyway, so y'all have strong immune systems, vigorous, strong, robust immune systems, and you have a very tolerant digestive system. So you don't really get gassy, you don't really vomit a lot, you don't really have all those issues, unless of course there's other problems going on. And you also are very resistant to severe chronic degenerative illnesses, and you also have you can survive these illnesses greater than all the other blood types. Like I said before, we do stress, and stress will break you down, so you will get your disease from that. And the same thing with A's. You will, get your disease from stress as well. So, either way, bees do best with moderate physical exercising, requiring mental balance. Yes, like fencing, tennis, anything that deals with mental balance. You can also do hiking, cycling, tennis. Oh, I did say tennis already. And swimming. Yes, honey. Fencing will be good for you, honey. Fencing is quite boring to me. I took a fencing class before, honey, and I said, I want a refund. Honey, that was so boring to me, honey. Shout out to y'all out there who love fencing. Bees, you need to keep your mind focused. Obviously, that's what we're talking about here. You have a strong immune system and a tolerant does this digestive system, but you can kind of get airy with your thoughts, honey. If you are a bee, you need to balance yourself out, honey. Get into that fencing if you want to, honey. Hello. Okay. Bees have a high allergy threshold. So when it comes to food allergens, you're not really prone to allergies, seasonal allergies, and all the good stuff. And you will only react to of course, food allergens if you eat the wrong food and or allergies, period. And that's for all blood type. I don't know why I put that. Type Bs are also especially susceptible to autoimmune diseases like chronic fatigue, lupus, and multiple sclerosis. Yes, sclerosis. So you should be eating right. Build that immune system up, okay? Because if not, you will have some problems with fatigue, lupus, and multiple sclerosis, honey. And of course, that is immune, but other enzymes are released when you're doing other things, and that's why it alters your that's why it alters your immune system to make you more susceptible to these diseases. Hello, and you can do more research on how there's so much information out there on blood types. Blood type AB, the most recent, yes, because it's new. In terms of evolution, the four groups, A and B, is the most biologically complex. For this group, a combination of the exercises for types A and B works best. Type ABs tend to have fewest problems with allergies, while heart disease, cancer, and anemia are medical risks for them. That's right. See right there, heart disease. That's disconnection with your heart. Emotional disconnect will create heart disease. Yeah, okay. Cancers and anemia, okay. Your immune system and digestive tracts will determine your ability to win or lose in the fight of disease, as I said before. Now let me go. Okay. Oh, I'm jumping the guns. Okay. So we're going to get up out of this for a minute. We're going to get up out of this for a minute because I want to go into the diets for the blood type. Okay. Now, this is for the O blood type, honey, according to medical news today.com. Yes. So, O positive and O negative, we still all have the same diet. Yes, honey. O blood is very unique because it has both A and B antibodies in the plasma. Yes, although not on the cells themselves, so will not attack A or B blood types or foreign invaders. That's why we're able to donate to all people. Yes, we're universal. Shout out to my O's, honey. We are the mothers and fathers of all these blood types out there. We are the mother and fathers of these babies, A's and B's and ABs, honey. Hello. And yes, stomach acid, have high levels of stomach acid, and those are the food types. Yes, digesting. Digesting proteins and fats are easier for us, and certain fats. Okay, I won't even go into that. Meats and animal products such as fish and poultry are the top go-to when it comes to a type O diet. So we will benefit from eating certain fishes and of course lean meats, chicken, as we can metabolize these things well. So if you ever want to go on a diet, seafoods and salads works great if you're O blood type. Now, we're going to go on down. Of course, shout out to Dr. Peter Diadamo, honey, the researcher and all this good stuff, honey. The foods to eat for O is diets, beneficial animal products. And you see how it says beneficial, like beef. Beef is the number one thing for us. That's why I always eat my hamburgers. People say, girl, you eating your hamburgers. How does that not take away your magic? You eating your carne asada and your asada fries, honey, because my body needs it. How about that? Lamb, mutton, veal, venison, codfish is, oh girl, I love me some codfish, honey. Girl, cod is so good for you, honey. If you're cod. Herring and mackerel. I don't know about y'all. I did it One of my boyfriends was Polynesian. He was part Polynesian. His mother was Polynesian. When I lived with them for like 5 months, we had a lot of Polynesian food and mackerel. I think it was mackerel and tomato sauce with rice and potatoes, I think. I can't remember, honey. I know I seen her put mackerels in it. That stuff was so good, and I was addicted to that, honey. I kid you not. We didn't have that almost every night, but almost every night I wanted it because she lived with us. Can we talk about it? She lived with us. We didn't live with her. Anyway. Yes, honey. We can assume including cold water fish, aka fresh water fish. Let's stress this. Shout out to my daughters of Oshuns after that's blood O type. We're only supposed to be consuming fresh water fishes. Okay. No salt water, no warm water, honey. You know, goodbye to tilapia and all the other stuff, honey. But either way, we'll go over that a little more. Dairy and eggs should be avoided. People following the diet can occasionally consume products included. So we can occasionally have butter, you know, cheeses such as farmer, feta, mozzarella, and goat cheese. I love goat cheese. We can also consume soy milk. Yes, because we can handle that. O's can handle that, honey. If you're not an O, honey, I feel sorry for you. Anyway, nuts are a great source of protein and healthy fats. And this is certain nuts, honey. Okay. Pumpkin, we're not supposed to have peanuts. Peanuts have too much enzymes in it. But except for the ones listed on the avoid list. Pumpkin seeds and walnuts are believed to be the most beneficial for us. Shout out to my daughters of Oshun again. Pumpkin seeds. Yes, honey, even though people don't believe in eating pumpkins when honoring and venerating Oshun. So I am in the pumpkin that Oshun don't want to eat. That's why. Because I'm in that. You know what I mean? Because I'm in that. She said, I don't want to eat my kids. That's why she said, no pumpkins, no squash. And she said, my babies are in that. Thank you, Oshun. She's so thoughtful. And walnuts. Yes, honey. Now, if you're trying to have children, you want to stay away from walnuts, honey, because walnuts could make you infertile. And I guess that depends on your blood type, because I guess O's is beneficial for us, honey. Mhm. Beans that we should be eating, yes, are aduki beans, aduki and adukai. Yes, honey. I only know one place I hear that sell that. That's Rayleigh's. I'm gonna go give me some of those damn beans, honey. Pinto beans. I'm not a fan of pinto beans. No Tino shade to anybody out there. Pinto beans, black eye beans kind of look the same any damn way, just like black beans do. But I'm not a fan of pinto. I don't like the taste of pinto. Okay, unless I'm making in frijoladas. If you don't know what in frijoladas is, honey, you know it's like basically, you know. Oh, I won't even say that because I'm getting hungry. And black eyed peas. I love black eyed peas. Black eyed peas I used to eat almost every week. Yeah, honey, black eyed peas with rice, black eyed peas with my greens and my fried chicken, my fried baked chicken, and my cornbread. Girl, bye. I don't make all that stuff from scratch. And grains. While most grains should be avoided, there are a few that we could have. Amaranth. I've actually had that before. Barley. I had barley soup just the other day. Amaranth is also good for finances if you're doing spells and stuff, believe it or not. Buckwheat is definitely great for us, honey. Buckwheat. Girl, my grandma used to have buckwheat growing in her damn backyard. Rice, certain rices, honey. Yes, girl. Not white rice. We need brown rice, honey. Black rice work good too. Japanese black rice is good. Kamut Kasha. Shout out to my daughters, my sisters out there, excuse me, that are daughters of Sekhmate, Queen Akasha. Come on, honey. Okay. Millet and rye, spelt and essence and Ezekiel bread. Girl, Ezekiel bread is a little expensive. And I want to give a shout out to Ezekiel. Ezekiel out there in New York. Okay, Ezekiel. I haven't heard from you, honey. What's going on? Okay. Vegetables for vegetables that are beneficial for the O's. Oh, girl, my mouth is getting watery right now, honey. Oh, girl, tomatoes. They say be careful with tomatoes though, because tomatoes they put in fish cells in tomatoes now, and the fish cells is gonna hold on to fat. It's gonna make you swell up, and it's gonna make your body hard to release that fluid. So you're gonna get fluid retention, and you're gonna go to the doctor. They're gonna give you water pills, and you're not gonna lose that weight because the cells are in your body. Because remember, you are what you eat. The food you put in your body does alter and change your DNA and RNA. Believe that or not. You eat pig, you become a pig. Hello. And you need to stay away from pigs, honey. You are royalty, honey. You are kings and queens. Please stay away from pig. Thank you. Stay away from eating pigs and stay away from hanging with pigs. You catch the drift, you catch the drift. Okay. Chicory is good for you too. Dandelion, garlic, horseradish. Ooh, girl. Kale. Come on now. Woo! Okra, girl, Lord have mercy. Okra, onions, parsley, parsnips, red peppers. This is why old blood type is so damn horny. Red blood peppers. Sweet potatoes are good too. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Pumpkin. Ooh, honey. I had me pumpkin soup last year around June, summer solstice, with some almond thins. Oh my God. Jesus. Seaweed is good for us and turnips, okay? No, not turnip, but okay, whatever. Fruits. As with vegetables, most fruits are believed to be well tolerated. Some of them recommended for O blood type are plums. Yes, we need juice. Yes, that's juicy. Prunes are very juicy too, and it's considered a superfood. So if you're not eating prunes daily, you just might experience some type of complications there, constipation. Figs are great too. Shout out to Fig Newtons. My mom loved, oh girl, my mom used to eat those cookies like it was nothing, girl. And we ate them too. I love Fig Newtons, honey. Shout out to my Middle Easterns, Mediterraneans out there. Figs are in the everyday diet. And, see, that's what I said. I'm compatible with them, honey. Give me a quaw. Give me a quaw, honey. Hello. Grapefruit. Grapefruit is good. If you're a female, be careful with grapefruit. If you're on hormones, be careful with grapefruit. Grapefruit does bind the estrogen receptors, which causes the estrogen to not be able to, send messages back to each other. So it will then convert over to testosterone. Yeah. And also most berries too. Wild blueberries are really, really good for us. Wild blueberries, you got to be careful. Some blueberries are blueberries, but wild blueberries are very, very good for us. Okay. Going into spices and condiments. Yeah, girl, it gets deep. It gets deep, honey. Y'all out here putting everything on your damn food because your mama said to do so. Girl, bad. Then you wonder why. Anyway. I'll deny salt is good. Yes, kelp based seasoning. Yes, that's bladderwhack, Irish moss, dulce. What else we have? We could do kelp. We could do a whole bunch of stuff, honey. Listen, iodine salt is good. Okay, that means the iodine is taken off it. Iodine does affect your thyroid, so be careful with that. O's do suffer from thyroid problems, stomach ulcers and thyroids. Shout out to Wendy Williams. We know that she's a blood type O2. Shout out to Wendy, honey. Yes, honey. Parsley, curry. Yes, shout out to my Indians out there and my Caribbean people. They eat a lot of curry stuff, curry season stuff. Yes. Oh, give me my curry. Cayenne pepper, chocolate is good for us. Yes. Pure chocolate. Milk chocolate could be a little good too, but you want to make sure that you get pure chocolate. Pure chocolate also prevents you from getting diabetes too. A lot of people don't know that. Cacao. Yes, honey, girl. We just went over that. And honey. Shout out to my daughters of Ocean. Yes, and sons too. Yes, honey. Honey is good for you. Yes. Come on, honey. Get that honey on. Beverages, which are good for us, that's seltzer water. I love it, honey. Seltzer water is really good for you. They got the flavored one from New York. Hey, honey, shout out to New York. They have some seltzer water from New York. I love it. It's like lime, cherry. Girl, those things are expensive. They're like $1 something, and you get a little tiny, like 4 ounces of it, but it's good for you. Club soda, because we got a lot of acid on our stomach, so we do suffer from a lot of stomach problems. Just in case, that indigestion. This is why you need to get some probiotics and prebiotics, my O blood type people, and watch what you're putting in your body. Cigarettes and stuff is really not good for us. Cigarettes, wine, all that good stuff. Marijuana, you can do whatever hell you want to do. I can't tell you what to do with that. Teas is good for us too. Yes, especially the floral teas, the herbal teas, excuse me. And then wine, we could do wine too. We do good with, I don't like the way wine tastes. Maybe I'm just me. I love me some red wine though. Shout out to red wine because it gets me in the mood. Hello. Foods to avoid is animal fats such as pork. Okay, no bacon, no ham. Now I know a lot of y'all, they're gonna be mad because I got my people out there in the UK that are I know. Hey y'all eat a lot of ham and pork and bacon and all this other stuff. So no pork for us, okay? You're gonna promise me no pork. See, I used to get sick. My mama used to make a lot of pork chops growing up because it was the cheapest, and I would just be ill, honey. It was nasty, and I didn't know why, but now I know, girl. Why I've been on for years now, but yeah, goose. Obviously, who's gonna eat some goose anyway, honey? Goose what? Ugh. Oh my God, honey, girl. See, you're not eating no damn ducks. You're not eating no damn goose neither. Duck, goose. Anyway, barracuda. Where's Barracuda at anyway? Girl, bye. See, I can go to Thailand. Pickled herring. Of course, I'm sure it's the vinegar. Catfish, see right here, and catfish is to my daughters and sons of Oshun. Catfish is sacred to Oshun, but see, we can't have that. I think somebody added catfish onto Oshun's list because I'm sorry, catfishes are disgusting. They're nasty. They stink. They taste like swamp water. They smell like swamp water. Some people smell like damn catfish. You know, okay, no tea, no shade. Some people do smell like catfish. I don't care what nobody say. Old blood type, we shouldn't eat smoked salmon. I don't like salmon anyway, so I'm saved by that. I don't like the taste of salmon. Salmon is disgusting as hell. I tried to buy salmon and make salmon. I tried putting thyme on it, parsley, lavender, rose. Girl, that stuff was disgusting. Caviar, stay away from that too. Yeah, that gave me a horrible case of ooh, honey, that was horrible. 2007, I had some caviar. I was calling myself being fancy because I was with a fancy nigga. Okay, excuse me, a fancy man. And honey, I had some caviar. Girl, it had me on that girl. It was horrible, y'all. It was horrible. It was so horrible. Octopus, same. Oh, girl, I had octopus too. I had a cousin out there. Shout out to my cousin Marcus. We had some octopus, squid, and it was a mixture of seafood, and we made some rice with it, y'all. And I ate that, and Jesus, oh God, it was so. It was good though, but honey, it had my taste buds screwed up, y'all, for about a month. I kid you not. Octopus had me screwed up for a month. Matter of fact, they sell it at Food for Less. It's a seafood mixture. They have octopus inside that bag, girl. It's only like $5 too. Anyway, and don't eat no damn conch neither, honey, if you know what I mean. We'll step off of that. We should not consume yogurt. Now that's what they say. That's what they say. They say we're not supposed to have yogurt. Yogurt does nothing to me, I guess, because I don't consume a lot of yogurt. And I'm assuming because some yogurt is made from dairy, but they do have yogurt out there that's not dairy. And unfortunately, you got to go looking for that because I went to 3 stores a month ago to go look, and none of them had it. All their stuff was made out of dairy. So yeah, they do have dairyless yogurt. Get some of that, okay? I think So brand have some, and I think Naturally or something. Nuts, we're supposed to stay away from Brazil nuts, cashews, peanuts, pistachio, and poppy seeds. Peanuts and pistachios definitely get me going. Pistachios, I will be throwing up. There's no ifs, up, answer about that. Pistachios will have me thrown up. I thought it was something else going on, but I have pistachios, and I guess because it's the enzymes that are released in the pistachios and the fat content. I think it's a mixture of that. And I have pistachio ice cream too, and that should have me. Ooh, girl, I'm almost on top thinking about it right now. Peanuts, yes, peanut butter, Reese's Pieces cups. I love Reese's Pieces cup, but I have to have it on just a little bit because too much of the Reese's Pieces cup will also get me sick because the peanuts in it, like I said, there's too much fat and there's a certain enzyme in the peanut. If you look down the structure of peanuts and pistachios and why O's cannot have it, you'll see exactly. And poppy seeds. I don't eat poppy seeds any damn way. I used to eat muffins with poppy seeds on it, but poppy seeds will show up in the drug test anyway. So if you're O positive, if you're O, you should not be eating poppy seeds. But if you're trying to go get drug tested, do not eat poppy seeds neither. Hello, beans. Should be avoided. Yes. Beans such as copper, kidney, and tamarind beans. Yes, honey. Kidney beans will have you gassy, pooping, tooping, duking, luking, all that stuff, honey. Girl, bye. Lentils, as well as such as the green and red, is not good for us. Girl, that also made me sick. I lived with Lachey. Lachey and him love lentil soup. And honey, that shit had me going through it, honey. So no lentils for us, okay? Grains that we should be avoiding, once again, is corn. Yes, corn. I love me some corn too. Girl, bye. Gluten, graham, bulgur durum, sprouted, white, and whole wheat, wheat germ, and bran. Yeah, I like raisin bran cereal though. Isn't that sad? And wheat germ oil is good for your hair. This is sad, y'all. This is why I don't eat raisin bran like that no more neither. It's so weird how you become spiritual and you don't crave you don't crave the foods that you're not supposed to be having. It's crazy. Farina, yes, honey. There's flour out there that's made from farina, honey. You're not supposed to have that. Oat, yes, oatmeal might do some damage for you, honey. Yes, oatmeal. Yeah, it might do some damage. And 7 grains, yeah, 7 grains. Oh, that's bomb. I used to have a lot of 7 grains. That anyway, vegetables are well tolerated, but it's recommended that people in the diet should avoid this. We should avoid cabbage, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, and mustard greens. Yeah, see, I don't eat mustard greens anyway. No tea, no shade. Mustard greens is the easiest one to cook. Miss thing. Okay, so no Brussels sprouts. I've had Brussels sprouts; they're good. No cauliflower, cabbage. I used to eat a lot of fried cabbage. Got up out of that because that will affect your thyroid. The brassica family will include it will mess up your thyroid, y'all. I'm telling you, it will mess up your thyroid. Okay. And that's a little unfortunate because we're not supposed to even have broccoli. But I eat a little bit of broccoli every now and then. Yeah. Okay. Alfalfa sprouts, shiitake mushrooms. Right here. See these mushrooms right here? Girl, old people, if you ever have shiitake mushrooms, you will regret it. Your body will go through some type of poisoning as if you've been poisoned. I kid you not. I kid you not. Fermented olives. Yes, no fermented anything is good for you any damn way. Unless, of course, you're taking it raw. Like some things are fermented. Anyway, vegetables from the nightshade family, including eggplant and potatoes. See, Oshun don't really like. Oshun don't really like um Oya, and Oya is the goddess of eggplant. Ain't no surprise there, honey. I guess old blood type is Oshun's blood. Ow, come on, honey. Corn, avocado, and leek. Oh, it says no avocado. Oh, no wonder why when I have avocado, I'll be on that toilet. This is sad right here. I love avocado, but you know what, bitch, I can't eat it. I put it on my hair then. Fruits that we should be see right here that we should not be dealing with are melons, cantaloupe, honeydew. Now watermelon, I eat that every now and then. I'm not giving that up. Sorry. Cantaloupe, I could do without. It made me sick. Same thing with honeydew. Honeydew. My mom used to mix honeydew with other stuff, and honey, it had me on that toilet, miss thing, honey. Oranges. We're not supposed to have oranges. I guess it does something to one of the enzymes. I know what enzyme they're talking about too. You ever heard of people eating too much oranges? They turn orange. Yeah. Tangerines, strawberries, and blackberries. Girl, bye. I'm gonna keep eating my damn strawberries, Miss Dane. Rhubarb. Oh, that's so good too. Coconut and products that contain coconut. Now, coconut oil. I've drunk coconut water. I can't drink it a lot, but coconut oil definitely has not affected me. So I guess eating raw coconut and drinking coconut milk. I had an upset stomach with coconut milk anyway. So I guess it's the process of these things right here. Same thing with orange juice. If I consume orange juice, I have no problems. Eating oranges, I don't know because I've never ate that many oranges. Like I never went a week with eating them. So either way, spices that you should be avoiding is pepper, both white and black. And of course, because pepper could affect your liver enzymes, as well as pepper does increases certain acid levels or acid levels in certain people's bodies. So I could see that. I love pepper though. Vinegar, obviously, vinegar is very acidic. I've drunk apple cider vinegar. People said, oh, it's okay. You could drink it. Girl, bye. I drank apple cider vinegar before and it messed me up. Matter of fact, I bought me a probiotic drink a couple of days ago. That was apple cider vinegar. And for 4 hours, I couldn't lay down. I had to sleep sitting up because when I laid down, my stomach started getting weird. Oh, it was weird. Anyway, it says no cinnamon too. I think you can I think you use Ceylon cinnamon. I think there's certain process. I think you use Ceylon cinnamon. Cornstarch and corn syrup. See right there, corn syrup. No corn syrup, no corn syrup. High fructose corn syrup will knock my ass out. I don't do good with high fructose corn syrup, but corn syrup at all. You're not supposed to be consuming nutmeg. I don't put nutmeg on my food and stuff anyway. Oh my God, no wonder why when I go to, I'm just having a breakthrough right now. When I go to Starbucks and I purchase their frappuccino, no, their white mocha latte, I have them to put cinnamon and nutmeg and heavy on it. No wonder why that makes my stomach hurt. Oh my God, girl. I thought it was a damn coffee. Okay. Vanilla. Yes, honey. Ketchup, pickles. Obviously for pickles. We know why. Ketchup. You can eat natural ketchup. I've had natural ketchup because tomatoes is a part of the nightshade, but we benefit from consuming tomatoes. For the O blood type, so ketchup, I guess it's the process of the tomatoes that make ketchup not good for us. I consume natural ketchup and I have no problems. But once again, going into the natural stuff, since I become more spiritual, I don't crave ketchup. I don't put it on my french fries or nothing. Mayonnaise, I don't eat mayonnaise. I don't like mayonnaise. You see, when I go to places that say, is there any sauce on it? I don't want it. Relish, obviously pickles. But I put relish in my potato salad, Miss Thing. Okay. Hello. Drinks that we should not be consuming is beer for obvious reason, the yeast. We convert over. If you look around right now, you see a lot of men out here and women that look like they're pregnant. They're not. Beer, the yeast in the beer does mess up the stomach, enzymes, and acid. Coffee is not good, obviously, because it has it energizes the body. It produces more adrenaline in the body, and we have too much of that. Distilled liquors, including vodka, we're not supposed to be consuming. Okay. And black tea. Black tea, which puts you on the toilet, by the way. Green tea is good for O positive. Like I said before, you drink a lot of green tea. Once a day, drink 1 cup of green tea, primarily herbal green tea, and watch what it does to your body. Okay, there you go. Going into A positive. Okay. A positive, vegetarian diets are good for you. Yes, honey. Yes. Uh-huh. You should. If you are going to be eating animal products, make sure it is lean meats, and it only includes chicken and turkey for obvious reasons, and that's also considered white meat. So no black meat for you if you're an A. No pun intended. Okay. If you're an A, white meat only, honey. Okay. According to that, people with A blood may consume most kinds of seafood, with the most beneficial, which are cod, grouper, mackerel, monkfish, pickerel, red snapper, hey, rainbow trout, work, salmon. I wonder if Little Mer is a red. Little Mer, are you an A? I think Little Mer might be A blood type. I feel that for some reason. Rainbow trout, salmon. He loves him some salmon, honey. Sea trout, silver and yellow perch. Damn, I like me some yellow perch. Damn, honey. I like me some snapper. I had me some rainbow trout before. Sardines. I love me some damn sardines, honey. And yellow perch. Man. Damn, yellow perch sound good. And dairy products that digestive dairy is allegedly difficult for people with A. Oh, I get it, girl. I guess you can't have dairy neither. But also, if you're an A, you could eat yogurt. You can eat kefir, uh, cheeses, mozzarella, feta, goat, ricotta, and spring. So you can eat a lot of lasagna, honey. Ooh, I can make some bomb ass lasagna, honey. Girl, bye. Cheese and goat milk. Yes, honey. Nuts and fats. Yes, they are great sources of protein and healthy fats, of course, as said before. A diet can typically have most nuts except for the ones listed in the avoid list. The most beneficial nuts for people with A are peanuts, pumpkin seeds, and walnuts. So, A's, you can eat a lot of peanuts, honey. You probably drink a lot of beer too. How about that? Hmm. You can, most beneficial fats for people following the diet will include flaccid oil and olive oil. Ooh, other liable fats are canola and cod liver oil. Beans, beans are well tolerated by people with type A blood. And those considered to be most beneficial are adukai, black, back, and green beans, pinto beans, red soy, black eyed peas, and lentils. See right there? See where you be craving? That be your body, honey. Beans are an excellent source of protein, iron, and fiber. Most types of acceptable in a blood A diet. Okay. Grains are amaranth and buckwheat, honey. We got to stop calling that other person buckwheat. Well, we haven't called that person buckwheat in a while because buckwheat is coming up a lot. We don't want to mix that up. Allowable breads and grains are Ezekiel, essence, soya flour, sprouted wheat, rice cakes, oat rice, and rye flour, soba noodles, and artichoke pasta. I know that's right, honey. Rice cakes. Get into the rice cakes, honey. Hello. Vegetables that are great for O's are garlic, onions, broccoli, carrots, collard greens, kale, pumpkin, spinach, artichoke, chicory greens such as dandelion and Swiss chard. That's right, horseradish, leek, Roman, okra, parsley, alfalfa sprouts, tempeh, tofu, and turnip. Tofu is actually a great substitute for you people out there too who are an A. If you want to consume meat, or if you want to consume meat, but it's not good for you, you can do tofu. Great substitute. Fruits for the A are fruits for the A blood type. Uh, are good for the alkaline fruits, once again, like plums, prunes, figs, grapefruit, lemon, pineapples. Yes, lemon is considered an alkaline. People think it's acidic. It's not. Pineapples, cherries, apricots, and most berries like blackberry, blueberries, boysenberries, and cranberries. That's right. Pure cranberry juice is so good. Mm-mm-mm. Spices that are beneficial to you all. So if you're A, you need to go get these spices right now. Tamari, miso, Japanese honey, soy sauce, garlic, ginger, blackstrap molasses. See right here? A lot of you A people also suffer from endometriosis. Blackstrap molasses, eating all these foods will get rid of that, by the way, too. Yeah, honey. Blackstrap molasses is good for a lot of stuff. Blackstrap, I use blackstrap in my magical purposes because blackstrap molasses do a lot of stuff magically for people too. I won't even tell you what it's good for. It's not your damn business. But yeah, blackstrap good for you too. Okay. Beverages in your diet are allowed are hawthorn, aloe, alfalfa, burdock, echinacea, green tea, red wine, ginger, slippery elm, and coffee. Because you're weak, you need all that good stuff. No, I'm playing. Yeah. So animal proteins should be avoided when it comes to A, especially beef, pork, lamb, veal, and venison. Yeah, honey. So if you consume these things and you're feeling a little sick and nauseous, oh, it goes down. Girl, you're not supposed to be having catfish. Oh, that's oh, this is sad, girl. Look what y'all can have. Y'all can have flounder fish, bluegill, barracuda, anchovy, beluga. You can have caviar, clam, coined crab, crayfish, eel, flounder, frog. Oh, girl, frog, honey, that sounds good right now too. I had some frog. Oh, Jesus, honey, I want to try some alligator too. Gray soy, haddock, halibut, herring, lobster, and lox. See, mussels, octopus, oyster. So, A, you're not supposed to be having no seafood at all then. Technically, A. No seafood at all, girl, if you're an A, okay? Dairy should be avoided, including cheese and milk. Yeah. Nuts that you should be avoiding is Brazil nut, cashews, pistachios, corn, cottonseed. So you should not be eating Doritos. If you are a no Doritos for you, honey, because yes, it got cottonseed oil on it. Okay, no peanut oil, no safflower oil, no sesame. That's horrible. So you can't eat no Asian food, honey. Oh well, too bad for you. Beans typically tolerated by the diet, or or you should be avoided. Kidney beans, garbanzo beans. Oh, too bad for you. Lima, navy red, and tamarind. Oh, my daughter's gonna be named Garbanza. If I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kids, I'm putting. Oh, seven is a lucky number too. Grains that you should avoid are cream of wheat. Damn. Familia, farina, granola, grape nuts, wheat germ, 7 grain, shredded wheat, wheat bran, and the room wheat. Okay, the room wheat. Okay, the room, the room, the room, the room. The room, the room. Okay, breads that the diet avoids include English muffins. I know, girl, you go by McDonald's and you get that English muffin sandwich. I know. I know that you can be eating this, sis. No, because it has one of these flowers up in it. It has one of these things up in it, sis. Okay. Breads such as high protein whole wheat and multigrains. Sis, you can't have a high protein diet, sis. High protein actually turns into other stuff too. You can have no matzos, no pumpernickel. Ooh, that sounds a little racist right there. I don't know what the hell it is. Pumpernickel, that sounds racist for some reason. Wheat brain muffins, white and whole wheat flour, pastas, including some. Oh, that's horrible. So spaghetti's not good for y'all. Because you make some good spaghetti with some semolina, honey. Oh, come on, honey. Lasagna too. Okay. Vegetables. Oh yes, that should be avoided are peppers. Ooh, sweet potatoes. That's so you ain't no daughter of no damn Oshun, honey. Oh, you a girl, you definitely not no daughter of no damn Oshun, honey. Peppers, olives, potatoes, sweet potatoes, yams. That's horrible. Well, y'all easily have children, and yams, sweet potatoes make you more fertile. So maybe the universe is telling y'all not to be dropping a little spread the wide. Anyway, cabbage, tomatoes, lima beans, eggplant. You're not supposed to have eggplant, girl. And mushrooms. So you can have no type of mushroom, honey. I know that's right. Okay. We're gonna be oh my God, come on. Okay, come on. Okay, okay. Honey. This mouse battery is dying. Okay. Ooh. According to that, people with type A typically tolerate most foods very well, with potential exceptions being so melons, cantaloupe, honeydew is not good for you. Oranges, tangerines, strawberries, blackberries, rhubards, mangoes, papaya, bananas. Oh, you're not supposed to have none of this, honey. That's horrible. And coconut spices that should be avoided is vinegar, obviously. Peppers, including black, cayenne, and white. So, see if you want to go on a cayenne diet, stay away from cayenne if you're type A. Plain, gelatin, wintergreen. Ooh, wintergreen will get you right together too. Ketchup, mayonnaise, pickles. Ooh, y'all like y'all fish and chips, honey. Relish and Worcestershire sauce. Ooh, I'm so glad I can still have that, honey. Worcestershire. Oh, honey, that's so good. That's so good, honey. And the stuffed bell pepper. You should also avoid beer, black teas, distilled liquor, seltzer water, and soda. So, if you are in type A, no beer for you. That's probably why you got a beer belly now, Miss Sting. Okay. Now going into the AB. Okay. Right. Is this AB? Yes, honey. I know I forgot B. You're gonna have to look into the B stuff, honey. Okay. This is AB, okay? This will B type. So B type AB you can give or take. Okay. So for B type blood, okay. You can eat seafood, grilled or poached, to obtain a full nutritional value. No fried food for you. You thrive on deep sea fish like cod and salmon, which are good in nutrients. White fish such as cod, halibut, and sole are excellent sorts of high quality. So you do good with seafood, period, honey. So you're good, honey. B, honey, you probably your ancestors came from a coastal line or something, honey. You probably came from the damn water, honey. Y'all might be your mama, honey, okay, or Olokun, or in any of those water deities, honey. Hello. One of the most difficult adjustments for B must be given up chicken. Oh, y'all can't have chicken. You must eliminate chicken, which contains agglutinating lectin. So that makes your blood thick. If you don't know, agglutinating means stick. That's what gluten is. Gluten come from agglutinating. I don't know if you know or not. Gluten means glue, like glue too. Yeah, GLU is glue, like sticking, honey, right? And gluten makes things stick to your digestion. Either way, it can attack the bloodstream, lead to stroke, immune diseases. Okay, so no chicken for you. If you're a B, this is horrible. I know, because they tell you eat a chicken diet. They tell you to eat a chicken Caesar salad. You'll lose weight, and you probably upset and furious because you cannot lose your weight. And this is why it will lead to stroke and immune disorders. Goat and lamb, rabbit, and venison are beneficial to you. So you got to have some money, honey, because lamb is a little expensive. Lamb is a little expensive. You got to have some coin. Dairy and eggs, okay? You should B type Bs are the only ones who can enjoy a variety of dairy foods because the primary sugar in the type antigens is D-galactosamine, the same sugar present in milk. So you can eat milk all day, honey. You can eat milk in the bed, in the shower. You can eat it while you're on the go. Ew, God, just think about me. Just disgust me, honey. I don't know, honey. Good luck to the animal meat, milk, the cow milk. Ooh. Oils, extra virgin olive oil each day can be beneficial to your health and well-being. Mono unsaturated fatty acids may lower your total cholesterol, help normalize blood clotting, and benefit insulin levels and blood sugar control. So if you are diabetic with a B blood type, go ahead and consume you some extra virgin olive oil and watch what happens to you, okay? And other mono unsaturated fatty acids or oils that have that in it. Nut seeds, honey, yes. You can consume, basically I think any type of nuts, honey, because it's not really saying what you shouldn't, honey. So walnuts is good for you, honey, because they got a lot of fat in it, obviously. But I guess you could do all the tip in it, honey. Check out this site. You can read more about that. Legumes, which are beans and peas, are a healthy substitute for animal fats. So, of course, you can always get you some animal protein. Plant-based protein, honey. Can we talk about it? Lentils, beans, and peas are good for you. And because they're low in fat, high in fiber, folate, potassium, iron, magnesium, and it's good for fat, soluble and insoluble fiber. Yes, grains, especially whole grains, are essential types in the B diet. So you should actually stay away from wheat, rye, buckwheat, and corn because you can have problems losing weight. But you can definitely eat the rice all the hell you want. So there must be a lot of Asians with B blood type because you get away with that. Yeah, right here. And so you can eat a lot of rice, oat, mullet, spelt, and keen balance. And they probably can eat a lot of pork too. There's probably a lot of people say pork. They say, oh my God, Asians can eat pork, so it's good for us. I think I seen on somebody's Facebook a week ago, and I wanted to read him down like, honey, Asians don't have your blood type, honey. People always thinking, girl, bye. They might, but I mean, you got to eat according to your blood type, honey. Um, Rye, which contain lactin that settles in the vascular system, causing blood disorders and potentially strokes. Corn and buckwheat are also major factors in type B weight gain. So corn and rye and all this stuff could cause heart problems in your life if you are B blood type, honey. So I hope you can stay young and refreshed, honey, by avoiding those things. Eating vegetables that are raw or steamed are great for you, okay? Vegetable fiber helps reduce blood cholesterol levels and may lower the risk of heart disease. So I guess B, you suffer from you potentially have a lot of heart problems. You can definitely have congestive heart failure and stuff, honey. Broccoli and garlic are highly recommended for disease prevention benefits. Girl, I can eat some. You can eat some garlic bread. I'm saying I can eat because that sounds good right now. Broccoli toasted in the oven. Now, this is just an idea for you. You take you some it said no wire wheat, so you go ahead and you take you like some special type of bread, maybe Ezekiel bread, put a little bit of butter on it, put some garlic on it, honey, bake it in the oven. And then for the chips, I can see you doing some broccoli florets, right? And put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on it, season a little bit of garlic tea, honey, and bake it in the oven for like 15 minutes. Kale. And that tastes good too for kale. You do kale like that too. Lord have mercy. Eat fruit along or 1 hour apart from any other food. Best time in the morning on an empty stomach. Okay, so B, y'all do good with eating fruit. First thing when you wake up. So drinking pineapple water be good for you, honey. Incorporate at least 1 or 2 beneficial foods daily to take advantage of their pro-B medicinal qualities. Bananas, cranberries, grapes, watermelons, pineapples, plums are highly recommended. There you go. Come on. Herbs and spices to enhance your life. Yes, honey. You do well with warming spices. Oh, that must mean y'all must have problems getting it up, honey. Because it said y'all do well with warming spices. I guess I got problems getting it up then. Ginger, horseradish, curry powder, cayenne pepper. And the exceptions are white and pepper, which contain problem like this. So I guess everybody's not supposed to be consuming white and black pepper, but the other peppers are great for you. If you're B, you might want to take some horny go wheat too, because something's telling me you got heart problems and you probably can't get it up anyway. So go ahead and consume that, honey. Okay. And beverages, of course, waters, everything. So, and that's really it right there. That's really it. And you could do your own research if you want to. And, but here we go. Finishing this up with the ancestral involvement and magic. Your RNA and DNA are responsible for sending information to your cells, neurons, and transmitters. Your ancestors' coding are in your DNA and RNA. That's right. Your ancestors' coding, everything that they are, and everything you will be is in your blood. When your DNA and or RNA is compromised due to poor diet, and it's the same thing technically. RNA is a 1-strand molecule, while DNA is a 2-strand molecule. It's the same thing, but they do different purposes. It's compromised due to poor diet or placing the wrong things on or in your body, consumptions. Then what happens to your cells and neurons is they cannot receive clear messages from your ancestors' coding, okay, which magically makes it impossible to receive gifts and blessings from your ancestors. As we always know, your ancestors are the first responsible thing for your blessings and your curses. When you have a series of bad luck, are you right with your ancestors? Can your ancestors deliver clear messages to you? Or are they having issues because you put the wrong stuff in your body? This is why I like to fast, flushing your body out, flushing your cells out, flushing your kidneys out, flushing your liver out, all this stuff, getting rid of the extra stuff in your body, the junk in your body that you're consuming and or that you're breathing in. Okay. So either way, which makes it magically impossible to receive gifts and blessings from your ancestors, i.e., spiritual ideas, spiritual motivation, all that good stuff. Many are walking around doing all the physical things for ancestor worship or veneration, but the temple is not ready. To me, that means that you are out here buying ancestor money. You're out here doing altars for your ancestors, but what do your temple look like? Are you letting Tom, Dick, and Harry run all up inside of you? Are you letting Mary, June, and Sue drop all over you? You know, what are you doing to your temple? What's in your DNA? Are you feeding that DNA? What are you doing as far as ancestor veneration and on the inside? Because what you put in your body, once again, affects your DNA and RNA. Once again, either builds or destroy your DNA or RNA, and either uplift your ancestors or it defeats them or makes them feel a little disappointed in you. So what are you putting in your body? What are you doing to your body? What are you putting around you? What are you doing around you? What you putting around you? Yes, your ancestors, excuse me, I'm jumping. Many are walking around doing all the physical things for ancestor worship, but the temple's not ready. If the RNA and DNA isn't supporting the physical worship or isn't supported, the physical worship is obsolete. If you're not putting the right things in your body, if you're not keeping your cells by staying positive, on point, because your cells look at your brain as God, because it is God to them. So your thoughts will always affect your magic. Your thoughts will always affect who you will become and who you will ever be. So you cannot say, well, I'm doing magic on manifesting a car, but on your free time, you're looking up things to do when you don't want to get a car. You're looking up the opposite of what you're trying to pull in. So your thoughts are not conducive with the work you're doing. And that goes even to when people hit me up for casework and they say, well, I want to get a lover back. And then they're thinking of all the reasons why they don't want their lover back. Well, you know, now I'm kind of thinking about it. You know, he was a little rude to me. Now I'm kind of thinking about it. 5 years ago, he did have an affair on me. And it's like, girl, that's 5 years ago. So are you doing this work to mend those things, or are you doing this work to bring those things up? Because you're doing this work to mend that, then that's what we're going to do. But if you're doing the work to bring that up, then that's a problem. Okay, we're gonna have a problem, honey. Okay. Um, cherish your body. Okay. Yes, your ancestors always walk with you because you are literally them. They are you. You are your ancestors. Every ounce, every fiber in your body, every ounce of liquid in your body is a makeup of your ancestors. There's not one thing that is different. Now you do have a little bit of uniqueness there because once again, there's like 1 point sub not million strands in that DNA that is only you. Only you will have that. Your children won't have it, you know, and so forth and so forth. So you're literally a new sprouting of your lineage line. So your great 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 ancestors that we all share was the roots of the tree, and then the stump is still them, and then the branches we branched out differently, and you know you're going to be a different branch. You sprout from this branch, that branch turned into that branch, so you literally are a tree. That's why they talk about family tree. Your ancestor codes are speaking, but are you listening? Are you putting clean stuff in your body? Are you staying hydrated? Are you being around positive things if you're trying to manifest positive things? If so, then you should be able to receive these messages clear. If you're not doing that, this is why you say your magic is dead. Well, I did that, but it's not working for me. I did that. This not working for me. I tried that. This not working. I went to 20 spiritualists and nothing has manifested. I went to 17 spiritualists. I went to 5 spiritualists, and it's like, the common denomination is you though, sweetie. Okay. What are you doing? What are you putting in your body? Okay. They are speaking through your DNA, and proper nutrients keeps the channels clear. Once again, you cannot be sick and fully offer things up to your ancestors. You cannot be fully in the spirit world, but sick in this body. It doesn't work that way. A strong body equals a strong mind, and a strong mind equals a strong spiritualist. You cannot have a weak body but have a strong spirit and a strong mind. That doesn't make sense at all. So there's no tea nor shit out there to anybody. But if you are any blood type, do your research, figure out your blood type, figure out how you can give yourself the proper nutrients so that way you can honor and venerate your ancestors properly, so that way you can receive all the blessings you deserve. Because the way to get to the other realms is through your ancestors first. There's a protocol of working with spirits and how to go about working with spirits. And your ancestors are the closest thing to you because they are you. You are them. And then outside of that, then it goes into the angels. And or your ancestors, your spirit guides, because of course they were attached to your ancestors. And that's why magically some people will never have magical abilities, or they'll never have magical abilities the way they would like to have them, because their ancestors were bums. Their ancestors had no power. And I'm not cutting in, I'm being truthful. And the same spirits that walked with your ancestors to cause them to be sick, that caused them to be alcoholics, that caused them to be con artists, that caused them to cheat the system and kill people, those are the same spirits that walk with you. And then you wonder why your life speaks the exact same truth. To break that, you have to break those generational curses. And there's lots of ways that you can do that, but you have to break that, because once again, you are your ancestors. And there's ways to just, put that out, because not all of our ancestors were bad, just like not all of our ancestors were good. But honoring yourself and giving the right things into your body, you will only reach out to those ancestors that left some good stuff in you, while the other stuff, the bad stuff, falls away. That's why I said going into ancestor veneration, when people talk about that, you got to be careful what ancestors you call on, girl, bye. If your body's healthy, if you're eating right, and you live a righteous lifestyle, that's all you're going to draw to your baby. Don't listen to what none of these people say, because all these people, honey, they didn't know nothing about ancestor worship until they went on Google or they had another person tell them. It's not a generational thing. If you want to know about ancestor worship, honey, you reach out to people that have been doing it for the longest. You go down to people that always have worshiped their ancestor, like in Africa, on the continent of Africa, in Asia. Let's talk about it. In South America. Okay, the indigenous people, the Native Americans, the natives to whatever land they're from, they've always worshiped. Americans, honey, like I said, they don't know anything about that because they don't do that. They wasn't raised to do that. So going into that, you venerate, period. And as long as you're pure, your intention is good, you're righteous, and you live a good life, you will always reach out to your good ancestors. When you are a bad, conniving, disaligned, honey, misaligned individual, then you do ancestor veneration, those bad ancestors gonna come up, and that's why you're gonna lose your house, your car, and your health is gonna decline. And there's no tea, no shade out there. I'm just telling you the truth. A lot of people got skeletons in their closet, and that's why I say keep it real. Whatever you done in your past, keep it real, because you try. Well, I just don't know what happened to me. I was such a good person. Are you sure? What about when you wrote that bad check? Were you good then? Huh? What about when you did that mortgage fraud? Were you good then? How about when you were getting that Social Security or that government assistant and they give you that extra check? Did you send that extra check back or did you keep it? Honey, spirits are always watching. You can't. A watermelon could never fit through a keyhole. That's all I'm gonna say. Hello. That's all I'm going to say. So let me see who's in the chat. And I'm going to go. Thank you all for stopping by and watching this little introduction, because this saved me time, honey. So we do the actual blood magic class, the sex magic class, and body fluid class. It can be a little shorter now because this class covered a lot of tea, honey. Hello. Can we talk about it? Okay, we got more coming too, because it's time to focus on healing. Everybody out here going around here collecting stuff, buying items, but you are not clean. The roots need to be refurbished, because you can't, you can rebuild, because that's refurbishing is, but we need to refurbish these roots, honey, so you can properly heal, so you're not wasting your money on products and not seeing the results. Okay, and once again, a sick spiritualist cannot heal a sick person, because you got all the answers. Cure yourself then first. No tea, no shade. You're a healer. Heal yourself then first, sweetie. How about that? Okay. Going in, honey. Let's look it up. Hello, Riverwolf. Hello, Tina. I can't go up. Hello, Tasha. Hello, J2 Funny. Yes, honey. Can blood type go into if you're geared straight? No. No. No, honey. There's gay everybody. Your O negative blood type. Come on, Riverwolf. You stress a lot, huh? Yes, the condom over there left eye. You know who did it. Yes, honey, I'm O positive too. O positive in the house. Oh my God, somebody was not happy that you were 30% Scandinavian and gay. Why is that? Why is that, Riverwolf? So wait a minute, Riverwolf, did you put your ancestral stuff online? I gotta see this. Ooh, O's are at the top of the food chain. Yes, 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 yes. But we're at the top of the food chain, but we are the most affected by stress, even more so than the A's. The O's, we will break down physically, spiritually, and mentally when we're stressed. The other blood types, like A, they'll just break down physically. And of course, that can lead into that. But we're the hardest when it comes to stress. Pork is disgusting, honey. Okay, lamb with some mint sauce. I need to try that. No, pigs are hybrids. Yes, pigs are mixed. That's why people say pigs are intelligent animals, even more intelligent than dogs. Well, dogs are not in genetically manufactured. They were not man-made. Pigs have human influences, believe it or not. Can we talk? Hello? Pigs have human influences, honey. The Bible speaks about not consuming pork, but it doesn't give you the history behind pork, pigs. Honey, can we talk about it? Pigs are not real. Pigs are like tilapia. They are engineered. Let's talk about it, honey. Okay, hello. When all those bodies were dying all over Europe and stuff, who you think got those bodies together? You think they went through the town picking up the bodies, digging them, put them in the ground? Girl, bye. They can tell you that if they want to, honey. The truth will always set you free, okay? We can give blood to all other bloods too. Yes, we can only accept blood from O. That's right. That's right, honey. O blood type is godly. Well, some people say that O blood type are the fallen angel lineage line. That's why we're the oldest blood type. That's what some say. Some say that we are the oldest blood type, which means that we are fallen angels. But I guess they didn't hear the story where I guess they forgot the part that before angels fell from heaven, there was already people here. I mean, I guess they forgot that part. I don't know. I guess people hear what they want to hear, honey. Yeah, that's right, honey. Come on. Come on, Little Mar. A mini class, honey. Come on, Little Mar. Little Mar, you haven't played on Diablo yet. What's going on? What's going on, honey? Hello. Yes. Yes, honey. What the hell is mint sauce? I gotta try that. You don't eat lamb? Girl, lamb is so good for you, honey. Ooh, I love me some lamb. Lamb chops? Ooh, girl, if it wasn't $14 for 2 pieces of lamb, I would get me some lamb. Can I raise a lamb and let somebody cut up the lamb for me or something? Maybe I'll get me a lamb. Maybe I'll own a lamb in Texas. Raise me some lambs, let somebody come up and cut her up for me, honey. Hello! That's right. Come on, River Rough. Everyone cannot cook lamb because of its origins. Find someone who can cook your lamb. That's why everybody cannot cook lamb. That's right, Tasha. Listen, I like to braise my lamb. See, some people, I've had people frying some lamb up, girl. That meat was almost gone. I said, Miss Thing, this lamb should be, you could braise it, which is like lightly cooking it with a little bit of oil on the stove, or you could put it on the broiler. You could put it on the pan and broil it. Flip it over. Broil the top part, flip it over, broil the other side. You could do that too. But you don't fry it. Some people put flour on and fry it. Girl, bye. I love me some lamb. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay. Come on, Tina. You love roasted duck? Ooh, I love listen, you can't have no duck. Okay. Danu is the goddess of ducks. You're not supposed to eat no duck. Okay. Hey, Mr. How are the blood types in the bed? Well, we know that the old blood types are the most vigorous. And O types get bored easily too, believe it or not. O types are the easiest blood to get bored. B's are somewhat bored, but they can stick around. A's are just, honey, they can do the same thing over and over. A's typically have a schedule. They typically schedule everything and they work best like that. That's not a bad thing. They work good in schedules. O's are spontaneous. We don't do good with schedules. We don't do good with agendas and all that. Punctuality is kind of an issue for O's. And that's just how it is. It's always going to be that way because we're leaders. We go with our own stuff. We don't go according to, well, you got to do that. You got to do this. Girl, bye. So in the bed, we definitely are the best. The weakest in the bedroom would be the A's. Okay. How about that? A's and possibly ABs, okay? Ooh. I want to roast now. Ugh. Mm. Yes, A and B, AB's created the stress. That's right. Tasha, you said it, not me, girl. Tasha, you said it, not me. Tasha, stop playing, stop playing, stop playing. Okay, put it together. Put it together, Tasha. If A's and O's are the only ones that stressed out, well, why isn't B's and AB's? Because they the ones that cause the damn stress. Okay. B's and AB's, honey. I bet you most of these spirituals are B's and AB's. No tea, no shade. Mhm. You are hype in the morning, honey. Yes, caffeine is not good for you. I actually had yesterday. You can consume caffeine, but make sure it's from green tea or oolong tea. I bought some coffee yesterday from McDonald's. I got the iced coffee and it gave me energy. Don't get me wrong. But I had so much energy yesterday. That's why I had a crash this morning. I was asleep almost all day. I had coffee. I was up. I was multitasking. I was on these apps. I was working. I was just multitasking. I had so much energy. And then all of a sudden, towards the end, I'm feeling myself. And I'm like, oh my God, honey. Oh, my head is not feeling good. Oh, God, I think I'm feeling sick. So I drank some water, kept drinking it because, of course, the water will help flush. Water help flush out anything. Even when you're sick with, you're throwing up, you're vomiting and stuff, drink you some water. It will help you flush that stuff out. Room temperature, not cold. Room temperature water, um, not cold or hot, but room temperature water straight from off your counter. Drink that water when you're feeling nauseous and watch what it does for you. Your cells can easily absorb it because your body is already almost 100 degrees, and then when you're drinking cold water, it shocks it. So it takes the time to right absorb it. Hot water, same thing. It takes it's even, right? So it's going to be hard to digest. Room temperature, it's slightly a little cooler than your body, but it's not too cool. So it allows the cells to open and absorb the water. But yes, honey. Oh, tea is good for energy. Honey goat's tea. I actually bought me some honey goat's tea too. I'm gonna try that, honey. Come on, honey. They can't cook for the O. Come on, honey. Nope, A can't cook for the O. Come on, honey. It is hard to run boobs. Come on, Lady K. No, you want red snapper. Ooh, you have some red snapper. Ooh, I'm jealous, honey. We got some red snapper over here too. Ooh, it's a little expensive though. I think you get a pound for like $7. And a pound is probably like 4 or 5 pieces. Probably not even that. Red snapper is a little heavy. Trout is heavy, snapper is heavy. Cod and perch is a little on the light side. You get a lot of perch as well as you can get. Oh, and catfish, of course, is the lightest, honey. You get a whole damn pound of catfish for like $7 and you get a whole damn bag. Okay. I'm getting hungry now too, honey. Geese is delicious. I had the juices meat, duck meat on a plane to China. Ugh. You had geese, little Mer. Oh, geese. Oh my God. I will not be eating nothing like that, honey. Duck or goose, yummy. That's nasty. Salmon is good. I don't like it. Uh-oh. Yes, happy Ostara, by the way, y'all. Happy Ostara. Yes, honey. Ostara is on Tuesday. That's the spring equinox, honey. Yes. I had octopus jerky. It's good. Oh, honey, I can't have it. Devil's ivy. Cashews and pistachios are good to you. Are you O negative, Lady K? I'm O positive. I know it's not good for me. If you're negative, you might not suffer from, like, for example, where it said yogurt. I think yogurt might affect O negative people more than O positive because I'm O positive. Octopus is good. It is. Octopus is pointless to eat. It is. Yes, octopus soup is very good. Oh yeah. Well, it had me on the toilet and stuff though. You never had honeydew? Oh, girl, it's so sweet. It's so sweet, honey. It's good for anti-aging stuff too. Maybe I'll make me an elixir with it. Honeydew millings are good for collagen productive production, I believe, and it has certain peptides in it. Maybe I'll make me an elixir with it. I don't know. White meat is good, honey. Okay, on all levels. Ow, ow, ow. Everybody likes some white meat every now and then. Wow, wow. Well, listen, because I'm dark meat. Dark meat is good too. Don't try me. Dark meat is a delicacy. That's why A's can't really have it. See, I'm not cutting in. Never mind. Let me keep that to myself. Okay. Okay. Rhubarb pie is very good. Watch out for the leaves. They're poisonous. Come on, Devil's Ivy. Good morning, Carol. Yes, honey. Carol Smith Reyes, honey. Okay, okay, okay. Little Merv here having some geese, honey. Okay. Yes, honey. Have a good day, honey. Yes, honey. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, grandmother. Thank you, honey. Pumpernickel bread is pretty good. Is that Europe? Is that what it is? Pumpernickel? It sounds like somebody trying to say punk nigger. Oh, that slipped out. I was gonna say punk nigger. It slipped out the other way, honey. I was gonna say pump nigga, honey. Don't try me. Pumper nigga got me mixing it together. Anyway. Hello, Melly. Yes. I'm not butch enough to be a Viking decent. Oh my God. Is that what they said? Is that what they said? Well, believe it or not, the Scandinavians were the ones that were doing all the homosexual stuff. No tea, no shade. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm just keeping it real. The Vikings were the ones that were fighting naked with each other and sucking each other off and stuff, honey. So you might be gay enough to be Scandinavian. No tea, no shade. Do your research. Hold on, okay? Hello. Do your research what the Vikings were fighting, honey. I made me some brownies. Mm, mm. I did some love work today. So I said, let me bake some brownies, honey, because I feel like I'm in a love mood, honey. See, that's how you empower your magic. When you're doing love work, you want to bake cookies, you want to cook, you want to be domestic, watch a love novel, a movie or something, read a love book. When you're doing something bad, you want to do things that make you bad, run down the street butt naked, go around dressed like a slut. That's what I do. If y'all ever see me very slutty, you know what I'm doing. That's all I'm gonna say, honey. Hmm. You hear about me running down the street doing some naughty things? Mm, okay. Mm. God, these brownies are good. Mm. Fudge brownie. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, perfect, River Wolf. Mm, 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 mm. Yes, come on, honey. Oh, I can have Ezekiel bread. Ezekiel's not good for O positive people or O blood type. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Brownies are sweet for the sweetness, and I've substituted some of the ingredients. These are actually brownie cookies. Mm. You ever had brownie cookies? One of these cookie places make them too. Um, is it Pillsbury or Toll House? One that make it too. I like making brownies from scratch. Some things I can make from scratch that are very good is lemon pound cake, brownies, certain cakes, um, cookies like sugar cookies. I would say all cookies I'm good at making from scratch, honey. Okay. Mm, mm. This is good, honey. Wait a minute. When Barack Obama became president, you got naked and stood outside your house. Tasha, what was you thinking of, girl? What were you thinking of, honey? I might end up eating this whole damn pan, honey. Oh, sheet. That's the correct term. Mm. I was sitting down too long, honey. I gotta start moving around. Mm. The Brown Betty. Who is the Brown Betty? What is that? Brady Crocker. They call her. They call Brady Crocker Betty. Girl, Tasha, you lucky they didn't see you, girl. They would have rallied you up, honey, and put you behind bars. Poor you, being surrounded by all those women. Wouldn't that be horrible? Oh my God. You might want to be careful, sister. You don't want to be locked up behind the bars with all those women. No, do you? It's an apple baked layer dessert. Oh my God, I never heard of that. I never had that. Maybe that's called apple crisp. Maybe it's called apple crisp over here, honey. Betty like to bobble. Get it? Like you bottle for. Oh, that makes sense. It is an apple crisp. That makes sense because you bobble for apples and bobble means something else. So they call Betty. Betty the bopper. The bop. Ooh, see that right there, bopper? She was bobbling. Betty was bobbling for some apples until one of the apples got stuck in her throat. See, that's what they say about you know, how there's an Adam's apple, and all the apples and all that good stuff. But I think that's called apple crisp. And I know how to make that. That's so good, honey. Ooh, I know how to make peach cobbler too. I love me a peach cobbler, honey. Everybody can't make no damn peach cobbler. Girl, but I looked on YouTube before just to look at videos because I do that sometimes. Looked up ways to make peach cobbler. Some girl made it like a cake. Another one made it like an apple pie. I'm sitting there thinking like, what the hell is the girl? One that made it like an apple crisp, peach crisp, girl, it's peach cobbler, honey. Mm. Okay. Oh, it's a traditional American dish. Oh God, I guess I'm not traditional American then. Oh my God, I guess I'm not traditional American because I never heard of Brown Betty. Well, I know apple pie is America, honey. A nice little apple crisp. They have the best. Ooh, they got the best apple crisp too at Hometown Buffet. Go down to the Hometown Buffet, honey, get you some apple crisp. Put a scoop of vanilla ice cream on top of that. Jesus, Lord have mercy. When they say Jesus is returning, every time I eat that damn apple crisp, he returns. Don't play with me, honey. Okay, hello. Every time I eat that damn apple crisp or apple pie, homemade apple pie with Cool Whip on top of it. Jesus, not ice cream, Cool Whip. Excuse me. I don't eat ice cream on my pies. Cool Whip. Excuse me. You get you some apple pie, homemade apple pie, where you slice the apples up yourself. Mm, mm, mm. Take the apples, get the little apple, make your own little apple mixture. I like to call it apple gravy or apple butter. Put that inside that pan. Make your little crust out of flour. You can do graham crackers. I like to use flour. Put that flour in that, make that little crust like that, bake it a little bit, honey. Put the apples in there, fill it up over the top. Layer it, honey. Put a little brown sugar at the top, make little crumbs up there, bake it in that oven, let it cool down. You gotta let it be cool. Don't eat it while it's hot, honey. You put it in the microwave after it's cooled down. Bake it after it's done. Let it cool completely so it can stick together. Okay, because you let the caramelized apple stick together. Then you cut you a slice, put it on the plate, put it in my put it. Now you might want to be greedy, eat the whole damn thing. Don't do that. Put a little piece on the plate, put it in the microwave. When it come out that damn microwave, you put that Cool Whip on top of that damn ice, on top of that damn pie like that. my God. When I tell you, you got a problem with somebody, you serve them a piece of that damn pie. How about that? You got an issue with somebody, make them such a piece of pie. Say, come on over. I want to talk to you about something. They say, why? But I don't want to come over. Offer to make a apple pie, and I guarantee they ain't gonna tell you now. You need my apple pie, the Dutch. I make Dutch style apple pie. Mmm. Mm. Woo. Dutch style apple pie. That's the one that has the crisp at the top. Mm mm mm. Mm. You had an apple dumping. Okay. Okay, Devil's Ivy. Girl, that apple pie. Listen, apple pie is probably one of my favorite desserts. There's too many desserts to choose from. Don't ask me which one is my all-time favorite. Remember the Teletubby custard? I know I remember that Teletubby. I'm gonna look up see if somebody redo that. Remember when you went to Burger King? They had the Teletubbies there. Girl, I collected all the Teletubbies too. Y'all remember Teletubbies? Pinky Winky, Dipsy, La La, Po, Teletubbies, Teletubbies, say hello, hello. Y'all remember that? And they have the narrator, and they have the Teletubbies. Girl, they had Telly Custard. Miss Thing, when I tell you that Telly Custard was so bomb. I did one little thing, and I asked God for relieve my sins, and God did. God relieved those sins. Thank you, my God. Thank you, my God. I went into Burger King. It was Burger King, and I wanted the Telly Custard. I wanted a replacement, so I got the Telly Custard. I ate the Telly Custard, and I ended up putting something inside the Telly Custard, and I went up there and I said, "Hey." Because it was almost gone, honey. I said, no, I want some more. So I took the Telly Custard up to the damn front counter. And I said, excuse me, there's something in my Telly Custard. And they're like, oh, really? And I said, yeah, there's something to see right there. And they were like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. So for that matter, honey, they gave me 2 Telly Custards. Girl, if you want to see me on high on energy, honey, we must have did so much stuff that day. We walked everywhere that day. But the Telly Custard was so bomb, y'all. It was so bomb. I know vanilla was in it. It was a nice custard, Telly Custard. It was so good. That was probably my best restaurant made dessert. Yes, I would say that's it. Yeah. And then outside of that, it would be McDonald's cookies. Yes, honey. Come on, Devil's Ivory. Empanadas are apple dumplings. Yes, they are. Come on. Come on, Tasha. Oh, he meant apple dumplings. I was like, apple dumplings. What the hell is that? Apple dumplings. Yes, I love it. I like chicken and dumplings too. My grandma used to make some good chicken and dumplings. I like Teletubbies. Yes. Yeah, we had Teletubbies. Did you have Teletubbies? Did you have Teletubbies Riverwolf too? Y'all had Teletubbies in London too? Wow. I'm gonna look up me some old episodes. I had a god sister. That's how we got it. My god sister would come over every morning. My mom watched my god sister every morning, probably for about a good 2 years. My god sister, she would come over. Her birthday was June the 3rd, and you had to tell her birthday was June 3rd. If you said June the 3rd, she would say, it's not June the 3rd. No, it's the other way around. If you told her June 3rd, she would say it's June the 3rd. Okay, so she had a smart little mouth, honey, when she was little. Girl, smart little thing, honey. Now she grown and full of everything, honey. I think she's like 18 or 19 now. Can't remember. But honey, she would be there. Her name was Buddha. We called her Buddha. Her real name was Erin, though. Honey, she was like, I want to watch Teletubbies. And we'll be like, no. Then she'll call my mama. My mom come in and say, put on that. And then we'll be like, okay. We watched that Teletubbies. I think it was Teletubbies. Then it was Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? Oh, come on, Carmen Sandiego. Carmen Sandiego came on too. Oh, God, I remember those childhood things. And every Saturday we watch Power Rangers and stuff. Girl. But she loved her so damn those damn Teletubbies. And we had the same food taste. You would think this girl was our sister. She had burritos with ketchup on it. Girl, I used to put ketchup on everything, honey. Burritos, vegetables, mashed potatoes, peas. Girl, stop. I used to put ketchup on everything. And she did too, which was weird. But she was our god sister, but she was just like us. It was so weird. But honey, she would have that burrito with her Capri Sun, honey, sitting there with her little chips, watching Teletubbies, honey. Mm. It was British. Yes, it was. The Ebegi babies, the hell? Yes, it was. It had a baby. Yes. It made you sick. What? It was so cute to see that little baby up there smiling like that. But what I didn't like, though, I'm not being funny, they could have had a baby who was like multiracial, but they had a white baby smiling in that damn sun. And I guess they were alluding, because the Teletubbies, they weren't even human. They were something else. But I guess they were alluding that, white children are more happier than others. Let me stop. I'm sounding like the pro-conscious people now, huh? And I guess they were alluding that. And I'm just thinking, like, where's the color people at, honey? Because I know they got color people over there. I thought it was from Australia. So it was British. So it's like, honey, why do you have a Miss Chit up there, or have maybe maybe have the moon as a white baby and the sun as a black baby, or just be cute with her, put the flowers as the black kids or something. Girl, bad. They were trying that there, but I ain't gonna lie, it was a good show. I love that show. Good morning, Rose. Kids annoy you. What? I love kids. The sun was a baby. You were like, the kid would go, what they call cooing. It would coo. You need to sit down. Sit down. You too hyper. Honey, this dog's pacing the floors. I didn't know dogs pace floors like this. This is the only dog I know that paced the floors back and forth, honey. He paced the floors as if he's lost or something. Like, let me think. I gotta think. You don't gotta think, honey. Sit your ass down somewhere, honey. Think over there. Ow. Think over there. Listen, I love me some kids, honey. I love kids up until they're about 3 years old. At 3 years old, they gotta go. Now, when I have my own kids, 3 years old, that's when the nannies can take over. Ow, honey. We'll say 3 to 5. 3 to 5, the nannies can take over. My kids might be different from other people's kids, because other people's kids, girl, after they hit about 2, it's like, they got a little mouth on them, honey. They got a little mouth on them, honey. You might want to just do some adult things to them, like, take your butt in the room at 2 years old, honey. Put them in punishment. Go in that corner. But those are other people's kids. My kids might be different. My mom said I was a good kid. So my kids might be different, honey. Who knows? But other people's kids, they annoyed me after 2, honey. It was just whiny and mama, mama, get a cup of water. Mama, get mama. And it's like, girl. Okay. They have brown babies in the cities. Oh, come on, Tasha. Tasha, okay, you're going deep into the TV show. Yes, honey. I just remember them being at that cave looking thing. That little cave, that little mound. Maybe Teletubbies were secretly fairies. Or what they call them, Sidhes, the Galeg Sidhes, because they were in the mound. They come marching in these mounds, honey. You remember that? marching in those mountains, honey. Girl, little bodies. They look like children with onesies on. That's all I remember, honey. They look like children with onesies on. Tasha, Tasha, you know what's so weird? When I was putting together those slideshows, it took me an hour to put those slideshows together. When I was putting together those slideshows, I was thinking about do dogs have a blood type? Like, I'm sure they do, but is it O? What is their blood type? Because I think certain dogs do good on certain types of food, and I think it's more so on the species type, or like the breed. Excuse me, the breed type. Like big dogs could do this, small dog. Because some people feed their dogs all-purpose dog food, and you can't do that. I think that smaller breed of dogs do better with other types of foods, while larger breed of dogs do better with other types of food. Like that. That's what I think. Because bigger dogs need stuff that will support their big body. Smaller dogs need food that's going to support their little body. So when it's food is just say adult food, puppy food, I don't trust that. It's not. It's like everybody joining the high carb diet. Everybody can't get on that damn diet. Or take this and you'll lose weight. Girl, bye. Matter of fact, I need to grab my my probiotics. I need to take some. I've not taken my probiotics, honey, in about a week. And I found the box. I had it hidden under all this stuff, honey. Superflora whole food probiotics. Oh, by the way, Walmart, Amazon sell this online. If you're wondering, remember I told y'all go to Walmart. Walmart does sell it, but I think Amazon sell it for 20-something cent cheaper. And if you got Amazon Prime, you can get it in 2 days. Yeah. But it's the lactose and dairy free, non-GMO, gluten free, 100% vegan Superflora. It's a patented probiotics. It has 5 million active cultures in it, and it's probiotics with fermented prebiotic superfoods. And this stuff worked. Trust me. I won't say I was constipated, but I normally go anywhere from 3 to 5 times a day. 3 is probably the shortest amount of time I went in one day. 5 is the most. And one time I think I went only one time. And I said, what the hell is going on? And I said, honey, we're about to take these probiotics. Took them the next day. Woo! They had me going again. Okay. Yes, little trolls. Come on, honey. Okay. Come on. Your family popped these kids off like sweets. You became an uncle at the age of 3. I have 17 nieces and nephews and have 4 great nieces. Oh my God. You know what's so crazy, Adrian? I was just thinking right now how I'm a great auntie. My mom, I just totally remember my brother married this woman who had a 7-year-old son and I think a 2-year-old when my brother first met her when they first got married. Okay. They've been dating for 10 years now, but they've been married for 7 years, I believe. The boy, he has a daughter, the 7-year-old. So I'm a great auntie by marriage though. But I remember because my mom, she always say, I'm a great grandma. I'm a great grandma. I'm like, why do who have kids? So it hit me. I was thinking that yesterday. Yes, I'm a great aunt. Yes, honey, for the greats. A great aunt at 30. That's a blessing right there. Okay, girl, that's a blessing. A great aunt at 30, honey. I was systematically designed to be above my age, okay? Beyond my years. How about that? Okay, come on. Yes, honey. Okay, we're almost there. Listen, listen, in the LGBT community, Riverwolf, you're old at 27. In the LGBT community, honey, you're young, honey. Your prime time is between the ages of 22 and 25. After 25, they're like, you're too old for me. That's what I said. I'm so glad I had gay friends, but I'm so glad I didn't live in the gay community like that. Like, no tea, no shade. Like to watch it from the outside it was great. And the people that experienced it, it's like, ooh, honey. Like I enjoyed viewing it from the outside, not going to the gay clubs, but hearing about people going to the gay clubs or know people who were active in the community, going to gay clubs, going to pageants, going to gay pride and all that. Honey, I'm very prideful in who I am as an LGBT person, but I don't have to, go to the pride fest, girl. That's a whole bunch of other stuff, girl. People profiting off of your pride. Girl, please. You girl, bye. Gay pride is every damn day you gay. Girl, bye. Anybody about to go out here and pay all this damn money, girl? And it'd be expensive as hell, too. They'd be expensive as hell. No, ma'am. Girl, bye. Now, if you're going to offer free hormones for the LGBT, for the transgender woman, you're going to offer free shelter for the gay people that are kicked out of their homes by their parents who do not accept them. I'm down for supporting you, but I don't think all organizations do that because, honey, you'll be seeing heterosexual DJ stuff there, like over here in San Francisco Gay Pride. When I went there, shit. I think it's been like 10 years. No, I think it's been 11 years since I've been to Gay Pride. I think the first time I went to Gay Pride, I was 14. They had like K-Mail. They had like all these radio stations that kind of are homophobic. Like, sis, really? That's why I gagged when they didn't let Kaya go to the Gay Pride. I think it was the Gay Pride or DragCon. It had to be Gay Pride. They didn't want her to go because she said something about gays. And I'm just sitting and thinking to myself, like, but you let these DJs do it? So is it because you didn't want to pay Kaya and these people paid you? Because you didn't pay them to come. They paid you like $250, $500 to show up. So I guess you into that too. Says if they paying, you'll be with them. If they're not paying, you like, screw you. Okay. Bitch, homophobic is homophobic. I can't stand, honey. Okay, come on, Tasha. Come on, honey. Come on. Yes, come on, Tasha. Listen, going to the bathroom regularly is a good thing. You should at least go at least 3 times a day. 3 times, okay? That's one when you wake up, one midday, one before you go to bed. And we're not talking about urinating. You should be taking a number 2 that much, honey. Hello. If you're not taking a number 2 like that, something ain't right. I think someone I know, they were like, everybody don't go to the bathroom like that, though. Everybody's system is differently. Honey, bye. The food you eat is broken down and it's in your body until you poop it out. So if you're pooping only once a week and you're eating 3 times a day, think about how much waste is in your body. And that's why your poop stink. My poop don't stink, honey. You don't smell it like that. I kid you not. You'll smell a little bit of something, but you won't be like, ooh, honey, you want a number 2 up in here? Mm-mm. Because it doesn't stay in my body that long. Other people, like I said, I don't know, you going only once a week, you going twice a week, you going 3 times a week. No, that's a little irregular, honey. You should be going and not constipated going. And your stool should be thick. It shouldn't be little beads and little droppings and all that. It should be thick, honey. Because you have a mucus in your lining that holds it together. When it comes out whole. So you're doing it in pieces. Something ain't happening. Some is coming, some is staying. That's not healthy, honey. Okay, come on, honey. You had a trace of Congo in your blood. Come on, River Wolf. Let me see. You sent me a pictures. You sent me a picture of your DNA. Let's see right now. Why is SWV's Escape song is playing in my mind right now? I listened to their song like a week or 2 ago, and it's still playing in my mind. Okay, come on, honey. Okay, wow. Great Britain. Okay. Is there? I don't see no Congo up in here. Oh, but you do have some the Iberian right here. This Iberian Peninsula, this the Scandinavian and Iberian Peninsula, honey. What is that? 43%. That's why you like that black blood, honey. The Scandinavians like those, honey. They okay. Hello. They liked that chocolate skin, honey. Can we talk about it? And the Iberians did too. Hello. Can we talk about it? Hello. See, I want to do mine, but I'm too, I might have some stuff's going to come up and they might want to come out and assassinate me, honey. I'm just thinking, honey, they might say, this bitch got some specialty up in her. Girl, bye. My grandparents didn't do a DNA test. My parents didn't do no DNA test. So if one of my siblings do it, I may think about doing it, but they would have to do it. Like, especially my brother. My brother, we have the same mom and the same dad. So I want to see what his is if he do it. Me doing it first? No. Mm-mm. And I got to know for sure you're not sharing my shit. Because you do, your whole business getting shut down. And I'll put that in letter too. You don't share my stuff, do you? And they say, according to private stuff, we don't. Okay, you do. Your shit gonna be shut down, honey. And don't worry about a lawsuit because I don't get the law involved, Miss Thing. How about that? Ha! Y'all see my news talk about some blank, blank, blank filed for bankruptcy. Of course they did. But you know what though? You notice that everybody who is so-called continent of Africa is usually in a certain region of Africa. And the truth of the matter is, when they say that you're part of that, I want to know how far back when they tell people that, because the people in those places are still mixed blooded. You know what I mean? Like they're saying your roots started there, but during that time, has it only always been African blood there? Like that's interesting to know. Even when they say you're part European, you're part this and that. Okay, but is it European originally from European, or is it possibly some trace of other stuff in there? Because I think they go by the strongest marker. But still, girl, bye. I was looking at the Natural Geographic's genealogy, and they had a black guy in the Filipino or the Asian. What was it? Pacific Islander. No, it was actually Asian category. Look that up. Neo Geographic's got something on genealogy. They had like people mixed around according to your roots, and it's like that was amazing to see that. You had some Asian people over in the European market, obviously, because some people are like Spanish blooded. But yeah, it was crazy to see that. And you had, like I said, the black guy in the Asian group. That was really crazy. That was really strange. Not strange, but crazy. So I don't know. That's why you never know, Lady K. That's why I'm like, honey, I don't know if I want to pay to get that done. Like, no, I'm not being funny. I don't know if I want them doing, secret clones of me or doing strands and saying, huh? Because you never know. Making these testing, testing to see, okay, we coming out with a new thing, and who knows, maybe when certain diseases come out, and they're not going to tell you this, but maybe when certain diseases come out, that's why certain people don't get those diseases and certain people do. I don't know. Because even when you go get a test at your doctor and they draw your blood, in my mind, I'm thinking, what are they doing with that blood when they're done with it? They don't throw it out. And I would hate to think of them burning it, like throwing it in a fire. Like, what are you doing with that blood? Because I've seen blood burn before, honey. Let me tell you something about that, girl. When I cut my foot open, I think that was probably the most powerful spiritual thing that happened to me. I want to say that. Because what I did with that blood that was coming out and stuff, honey, girl. I'm not even going to say. But like I said, I saw some very good results, honey. Almost instant, too. Almost instant, honey. Yep. Well, O needs meat though, just not too much meat. Like when I fast, there are some. I mean, I think the longest I can go without meat and be functioning, Tasha, to be honest with you, is probably 3 days. Like and not feel nothing. I would say 3 days. But I think O's do good on chicken. I think they do good on fish. Um, I mean, that's what I think. And as long as you're putting a lot of fruits in your body, especially clean organic fruits, you're good. The pesticides and pesticides, that's something, but you can't control that, honey. Some people are just so anal about everything, and it's just like, girl, you're gonna drive yourself crazy doing that. If you go by everything, oh, you're not supposed to do this. Oh, girl, there's I gotta keep bringing this up. I know MSG, but oh, it's MSG there. But girl, there's barium and aluminum in the air you're breathing. Hello? There's insecticides and pesticides in the alcohol you're drinking. And they don't clean that. They don't purify that. Don't purify that, honey. It's made from that. That's raw. Hello? That's raw, honey. Uh-uh. Mm. Come on, Tasha. Work it out. I love it. What does fully transition female to male mean? What does that mean? Did he introduce himself as that, or what does that mean? And I'm only asking because I want to note that everybody's transition stops where they want it to stop at. So even if somebody got their nose done and that's it, if they're done with their transition, that's fully transition. So that's why I asked that. That's why I asked that, honey. And of course, having like your documents switched over, of course, because if you still have a male's ID or you still identify as a male and you're taking female hormones, then that makes you transitioning still. When you're fully transitioned, you typically have all your legal stuff transferred over into your new identity or the identity that you identify as. But the genitalia and all that's not important. But of course, you have girls like that. I say, I'm further along in my transition because you have 50,000 surgeries. Okay, girl. Maybe I don't want to cut and butcher my body like that, honey, because I don't have to. Huh? How about that? How about that? You thought about that? Okay. Yes, honey. Red Cross or Draculas of the Roman Empire. Come on, Tasha. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful uh theory. Okay, he's a brown sugar lover on the DL. He's on the DL, honey. He's loud about it, honey. Okay, okay, come on, come on, come on. Okay, come on, honey. You know what, too? You know what's so weird? It's so weird that you brought up Ham and Shem. It's so crazy because you know how they say black people are the sons of this and white people are the sons of that? Honey, I just think that is so crazy to me. Okay, come on, honey. Okay. Okay, well, I figured that. Devil's Ivory, I know you didn't say that. That's how I was like, let me ask. But that's good though, because that's how they feel. They feel like they fully got there. And they could have got the whole, like I said, fully is to its own discretion. Some people do feel like you fully transition once you get your sex change done. Some people feel like you've not uh transitioned fully because no matter how you get your surgery, you still will, as a female transgender, you will never have a full uterus. You wouldn't be able to have children, and vice versa for trans men. So they feel like you never fully transition. For me personally, I think that fully transitioning is up to oneself. I myself, I fully transition as far as legal stuff. Surgical wise, I'm not fully transitioned. Surgical wise, there's some things I still want to do that I will keep private. We're not gonna be out here promoting it and hey girl, you just the ones that do that. I got something to prove. I don't got nothing to prove, honey. Genitalia does not make me. When I look for a lover, that's important. Magically, business wise, professional wise, that's not important. I don't have to sit here and say, oh, I have this, I have that. Oh, yeah, I do have that. You want to taste it? No. But private wise, of course, I do have to be discussed, but I don't have problems. Whatever I got between my legs, I don't got problems getting or keeping a man. And that's all I want to say. Hello. Anyway, come on. Yes, honey. See, work it out. Work it out, honey. And of course, some people say that too. Because they when they say they're transgender, they don't want people to say, so what does that mean? Do you still have your anatomy you were born with, or do you have it changed over? Because a lot of people will, like, there are girls out there. That's why a lot of people, they automatically assume, and guys, there's girls and guys. I'm speaking about trans women because of course I'm a trans woman. Typically the a lot of trans women will lie and say they had the sex change because they don't want people to think of them as a freak, or they don't want people to think of them as, well, you're still a man because you still have your penis. And I told you, I know girlfriends like that. I got girlfriends out there that are pre-operative transsexuals, and they work as women. And like I say, you will never know that they're transgender because they have surgeries to, cover up the other stuff, for those who didn't need it, because not everyone needed it. But like I said, down there, they don't got that done. Then I met some trans women that will say they have it done, but you're looking like you still got your testicles in you. Because even at 30, I know trans women that had their, I don't know, the closest you are to puberty, and I know I'm not trying to make this about a transgender stuff, the closer you are to puberty and you start hormones, the better your transition will be once you start transitioning. If you transition in your teens, you have a greater chance of transitioning and looking exactly how, quote unquote, you should look, right? And then if you do it later, it's a little harder to pass. So then you have to get surgeries to alter, because your bone, your skeletal has possibly fully formed the way it was going to form. Now, some people are intersex. Some people do have natural, female skeleton, or skeletal systems, or structure, while others don't. And that could be a whole bunch of other tea. I won't go into that. But some people out there, like I said, there are transgenders out there. I'm not cutting in. I'm not saying nothing. But they are saying publicly they are post-operative. They will actually come out and say that. I've never said that. And looking at them, you're like, no, honey, you still tuck. You you still tuck. If the testicles are not there, something is still there, that's lingering. And that's not a cut in. I'm saying I'm looking, especially if you're young. If you start at 19 years old, your forehead becomes, flat, possibly a little round, not rectangular. Male headline foreheads are rectangular. It looks crazy. Same thing with the bra bone. You can always tell when you see transgenders out there and they're like, I'm a post-op, and you're like, you're only 22. It's like, honey, girl, bye. How the hell I'm not post-op and our structures don't look the same? And on top of that, you're more European than I, so you should be more slim and feminine in appearance, as they say. They say European standards of beauty is more soft and cunt. So you should be more soft and cunt than I, but how the hell do you not have anything I have, and yet you look harder, you look more aggressive and stronger than I do? No Tina Shay, I don't know. So anyway, like I said, how people transition is totally in the eye of the beholder. Everybody does not have the same process. Everybody don't want to reach the same goal. In fact, there's so many hormones out there that will help you transition, and depending on how far you want to go, is how you would take the hormones. Hell, some people, stop like I do. I don't take my hormones all the way through, because there's a lot of stuff I couldn't do if I did that. So yeah. Uh-huh. Come on, honey. Oh, work it out. Oh, you thought it was in the effeminate male. Oh, see, there you go. See, that's good to know. I remember I met this guy before, and I don't know if this person was intersex, or I don't know if they said this because they want people to judge them, but I met this guy who looked like a guy, so he presented as a guy, but he was very feminine, and he did have womanly features. Like I noticed his butt was plump, and he had a little bit of hip. But of course, a lot of plus size men have curvaceous bodies because when you're overweight, your body um your body produces more estrogen. I don't know if people know that or not. So that's why a lot of even drag queens and feminine males, they're larger and they have more female curved bodies because of the estrogen that your body produces when you're overweight versus when you're fit. Even going into, there's women out there that would sit here and say like Beyonce's a man because look how strong her shoulders is, and I'm like, that's her genetics. That's not the fact that she's a man. Or she said, well, I work out too, but I don't have a straight body. Well, maybe your ancestors didn't work out. Maybe your ancestors sat up and drunk goat's milk, and lavished on cookies and butters all day, and it's gonna be hard for you to get your ass in shape. Everybody's not built the same. But either way, because I've met women that are built like linebackers and they're genetic women, and I'm not cutting in. I've met women with no hips, no ass, tall, very broad shoulders. Some of them weren't even that tall, but they were built like an upside down triangle, and they are cisgender females. And I met vice versa. I've met men who look very soft, no facial hair at all, and they're males. So when people say, well, that's a man, that's a woman, you don't know that. On top of that, this person, like I said, I didn't know, but I'm just like, okay, he must be, another gay person. And I kid you not, I was like 16. Kid you not. And when they asked him, this person was like, uh-uh. Um, I'm a woman. Or yeah, I'm a woman. And some they were saying that possibly they were intersex. Other people were saying that possibly they were intersex. Possibly he was born with both genitalia. I don't know, but to me it looked like a man because he had full face of hair, just very feminine. And I'm like, maybe it's transgender. I don't know, but that was just crazy as hell, honey. And I think his name was like James or something. But that's to say, I don't judge a book by its cover. Look at people, they are who they are, but how you present yourself is how I'm going to treat you. You tell me your name is Tommy, Tommy, and I see a beard and a mustache, I'm going to call you he and him. Now if you tell me that you're a female with hormonal issues, then, I will try to still call you her if you're walking around here with a full mustache on your face. Because, of course, you could shave that, honey. And then some people say, well, I don't want to shave. I don't have to fit in. Oh, my God. The girl from Facebook. Oh, my God, y'all. Oh, I'm going to have to stop this because this is going to irritate me. Oh, my God. There was a girl I seen on Facebook, a hairy woman. And I think she called herself the bearded lady. And she's talking about, I don't have to conform to society. This lady, honey, had no hair on the body. There was a little bit of hair on the chest and had a full beard and mustache. And she claimed that she's a cisgender woman. And in my mind, I'm sitting thinking, but you got hair on your face and not your body? Because I know people that got hair on their face, anybody, and they're real women. They're cisgender women. So it's like, you got hair on your face, but not on your arms and legs? Like, sister, stop it. But she swore down she's a cisgender woman. And she said, I don't have to shave my hair to conform to society. And I'm just like, okay. So gender non-conforming. Okay, well, I guess that's what you call it, girl. Because I don't want to see hair nowhere on my body. So it's not for me trying to conform to society because I want to go out here naked with everything hanging out. I will do so. If I loved hair on my face, I would have let it grown out. I wouldn't have did laser or nothing. But girl, nobody wanted that. Ooh, nobody want that, girl. Unless you like being a man. Even oh God. A man I can't kiss him with a full beard and a mustache. I don't like the feeling of hair on my face. Ooh, girl, I can't do it. I dated one guy who had a full beard and mustache. Couldn't do it, honey. When that hair touched my upper lips or touched my nose, it was like, ooh. That's how I'm like, when I see two men that look like that, I'm like, honey, how do y'all do that? Is there any gay man out there? How do y'all do that? Can you please tell me how you could deal with that hair touching all up on you and stuff all up in your mouth? Or you like to, I can't. Anyway. Excuse me. You knew 3 women with a full mustache. lady. Were they pre-menopause or post-menopause? Post-menopause or pre-menopausal? Because, honey, post, I can understand that. Pre, it's like, honey, you need to see a doctor. Y'all need to get that in order. It's like when one group come out and they're at the peak of getting social justice, another group will come out and try to be blasphemous and or will act like they're a part of that too. Like when gay marriage came out, then you have people coming out saying they want to marry a dog, they want to marry a car, they want to marry a bird, they want to marry a goat. And people are like, see, that's how you can't approve gay marriage because you got them doing weird stuff. And it's like, that's not the same thing, right? And then when transgender stuff start coming out, then you have these men, which I think they were stunting. I don't think these were real people. I think these were staged, dressing up as women, going into the women's bathroom to spy on other women. At least that's what they say. I don't know. I wasn't in that story. Who knows? Did anybody witness that? I didn't witness that. So maybe that was a made up story to get people to vote against that. But it's like, oh my God, then you have these grown men that are acting like they are also transgender. And it's just a whole bunch of stuff that's coming. You have these so-called women that are just like, I don't have to shave. I can walk around here full hair, beard, mustache, but I'm still, and it's like, what man, no tea, no shade. What man, because men are into well, I can't say that because that'll be biased. What heterosexual man is going to be into a woman that has a full beard and mustache that let it grow out? What man? Heterosexual. I mean, I don't know that. Now that's going to be a little different. But it's like, why are people doing that? Why didn't you come out with that back in the day, girl? And the lady who did this, she looked like she's about 30 something, at least 38. So you could have came out with this 8 years ago. You just didn't start getting facial hair 3 years ago. But I think she came out about 3 years ago. Yeah, it was after I got my breast implants done. And I'm looking like, is this a transgender? And they were like, no, I think she's a real woman. Then I'm looking at the video, and that's what they said, real woman. I didn't say real woman. They were like, I think she's a real woman. But I clicked on the video and she's sitting there talking about I don't have to conform. And if I want to walk around here with hair on my face, I can do that. And it's just like, okay. But now you got people looking at you as if you're transgender, and they're going to assume that that's how all transgender people feel. Even going into when you have these males that are effeminate with full beard and mustache, putting on makeup and stuff. Like you could be who you are, but being a gay man does not equivalent to putting on makeup, putting on heels, and walking down. That makes you in the category as being a transgender person. And if that's who you are, then, let's not play games. Let's not play up. Let's not play dress up, honey. Let's not do that, because there are transgender people out there that are really going through stuff, that are really having a hard time being accepted and getting rights of being who they are. And people are like, well, that's just a man in a wig, because you got people out here taking pictures like that. You got the Derek J's, or is it Jerry D? I don't remember that man's name. Miss Piglet looking one, honey. The one they call Miss Piglet. You have that person. You have a whole bunch of people like that. Throwing on wigs, full makeup on, beard, mustache still, honey. And it's like, wow. So this is why they call people like me niggas in wigs. Well, that's just a nigga in wig that took it to the next level. What? Why? Oh, because you see people like that? You see boys bald-headed, honey, putting on a pink t-shirt, boy pants, boy shoes, makeup and earring, lashes and shit, girl. Okay. That's if you're transgender, you are, but if you're not, that's not cute at all. I don't support that, honey. That's just me. Mm-mm. You do it all the way or you don't do it at all, honey. That's my tea, honey. Let's not half-ass it, honey. Okay. One was a younger woman. What? Okay, XXY, come on. What? And there are some trans women that has detransition as well, Devil's Ivy. There are some trans people that thought they were trans Okay, I'm gonna say that they thought they were trans because of a pasthood or childhood trauma. They transition and then they detransition because it wasn't what they thought it was gonna be, and or they grew up out of it. It was a phase. So there that could have been that situation too. Because I know people out there that look like that. I actually know a guy. Well, don't know a guy. I know a guy who knows a guy, and yeah, he actually detransitioned. And I even know a transgender out there who I talked about her before, who I actually dated her cousin. That's why I won't say his name because she has a lot of cousins. So I don't want to say his name, but I actually dated him and he told me, and I was listening to him, what he was saying, and this was years ago. But then when she came out and exposed um the ex, I think it was a football player for sleeping with him and tried to set him up. I said, girl, I said, honey, and he's like, yeah, that's my cousin. And this is that. I said, girl, bye. And she's always been a gold digger too. See what I mean? You look at all these girl stories that be exposing these men, they're all either fame whores or they're all gold diggers. None of them are hardworking women that have their own stuff that want to build their own shit. They're all gold diggers. And Lord, let me try to become famous. Let me expose this rapper for being famous. Girl, bye. If that's how you want to be famous, you are a bum. And I will never support you, honey. You will never be my sister. Other people can support you. Girl, she doing her thing. Girl, bye. Laverne Cox then become an Emmy nominee and get the cover of Time magazine for conning people and scamming people, or excuse me, deceiving people. She didn't do that. Or expose people because she didn't get what she want. And I'm sure she had a lot of men of high statures, especially in New York. Girl, bye. I got girlfriends in New York that are married to business executives, girl. No tea, no shade. No tea, no shade. That are married to Greek men out there, Persian men out there, Indian men out there, girl, Spanish men, Dominican men, Cuban men, Puerto Rican men, all of that, honey. Girl, bye. And it's known to, well, it's not known, but it is known. Some of them were known. Girl, bye. Look up the story. Do your investigation, honey. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about, who I'm talking about. But it's just like, why do people do that, honey? But detransitioning. And I think she transitioned for the gag, if that makes sense. I think there's a lot of gay men out there that transition for the gag. Just like a lot of lesbian women will transition for the gag. Not because they really feel like a man, but to gag people. Like, I don't know. I just think that's crazy, honey. You don't feel like you're that? Let's not play these games, okay? It's not a lewd that that's what you are, but you're not. Okay. Listen, y'all. It's 5:10. Damn. Yes. Yes, me too, Lady K. Me too, Lady K. And I'm like, honey, like, there's nothing wrong with being gay. Trust me, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with being an effeminate gay male. Because I think all gay men have feminine ways, just like I think all lesbian women have aggressive ways. You know, all lesbian women, no matter how feminine they are, they will still give you a little bit of masculine because that's testosterone. That's hormonal. Same thing with gay men. Some gay men are still classified as far as gender wise, it'll be female, even though they don't feel fully like a female. There's still something there. So when I see these males identify as being a male and they identify as being gay and they're okay being called Anthony and Marcos and Marcus, they're okay with that, to sit on that camera and to be we call it geesh, to be in full face geesh, and you're not a drag queen, you're not a entertainer, you're telling people this is who I am, I'm just expressing myself. Well, what we're perceiving is a confused boy. So is that your way of expressing yourself? Because you could be artistic all day long. Yeah, be artistic when you're trying to display art. Let's talk about it. Be artistic when you're trying to express yourself in that way, but you're just doing it to do it. There's something else going on there, honey. Possibly child molestation, possibly someone taught you how to be an effeminate person, and this your way of expressing yourself because you're not fully comfortable transitioning. I mean, it could be a lot of stuff. I know people that were like that. I know several people. There's people I used to talk to that was that way, supposedly. Or they were a gay boy and they try to transition in 3 months. And it's like, girl, bye. You were a gay boy up until you're 25 years old. Then you decide to transition, and now you're in between. I'm gender non-conforming. The hell? So you just a gay boy that wants to become a woman to attract men. Well, not really, because I like women too. Okay, but every time I see you, you're talking to a man. Every time we talk about sex, you're talking about man, sex with a man. Every time when I look up your porn, there's a porno with a man. Where's the woman at? Exactly, honey. Girl, bye. We know about perversion. We know about the spirit of perversion. If you know that a lot of men are curious, but yet they're not comfortable being gay, you will probably transition just to get those type of men. And it's not a read. I'm speaking my truth. Now it's not my truth because that's not my story, but from what I've seen and from the girls I know, because I know trans women that are like that, or they're into straight man and they want to be seen as a woman, but they like doing things that are manly. They like dressing up as a man sometimes. They don't like to always put on makeup. They don't like to always get dressed up. They like to put on Timberland boots, put the hat backwards, put on a tee. I don't know. That's a little different for me. I don't, being female, being feminine, you like to show off your body, especially your cleavage. You like showing off your cleavage, honey. I don't know what it's like to wear a regular t-shirt, honey, all the time. A boy, because the collar, the neck of a boy's shirt and the neck from a woman's shirt it looks different. It looks very different. So they'll have on a boy's shirt and it's like, girl, Miss Thing, honey, the sleeves are boy cut, the neck is boy cut. And you over here trying to read down me? Go, okay, girl. Listen, y'all, I'm gonna take my ass to bed, honey. It is 5 o'clock. I'm not tired. I'm gonna make myself take a sleeping pill down. So I'm not up all day. I was gonna work a little bit today. Or work a little bit yesterday. But after this class, honey, and the work I did, I'm like, maybe I'm just gonna call it a night and get up, honey, and do what I need to do, honey. So, yes, I will see y'all the next tea. And of course, honey, somebody's going to be offended by what I just said in this video towards the end. And I don't care. Girl, write me. Tell me about it, okay? Tell me your story. Tell me if you are a feminine male that put on makeup and grow out your beard and mustache, tell me why you do that. It's not a fashion show. Okay, we're not at a fashion show. We're not doing a circus. Okay, it's no performance. It's real life, honey. So why you do it? I would love to know. And they be the first ones to read down trannies too. Like, ooh, I don't deal with those type of people. Like, what? Like, I see some YouTube people, like I said to you before, that I used to like because I seen their little blogs. I'm like, oh, they cool, they cool, they cool, they cool. Then, girl, they would cut in on the transgenders, and it's like, girl, you look like you're trying to be one though. Or they'll try to read the transgenders down to the trade. Like the trade be like, oh no, I like women, not boys that dress like women. Well, that's what that is. That's not a real woman. And it's like, what? It's like, what, girl? My hormone says I am. My ID says I am. Can we talk about it? My hormone level says I'm a female. My ID says I'm a female. And so does my legal name change that I got over 10 years ago. What do you have? Anthony, male, and high levels of testosterone. Mm-hmm. Okay, girl. Okay, Miss Thing. So anyway, excuse me. Excuse me, honey. Excuse me. Anyway, y'all, let me go to bed, honey. Good night, honey. Yes, honey. Watch episode of Twilight Zone before I go to bed. I love Twilight Zone. Yes, I love Twilight Zone. I love Twilight. Honey, I must have set up and watched when I had Lachey's Netflix account, honey. I ain't gonna talk about that now. Grind, I end up getting my own Hulu, my own Netflix, and my own Sling TV, girl. But when I had that, honey, I set up and I watched Netflix the whole. You hear me? The whole night. I mean, I would watch Twilight. I think I watched from the beginning too, because they go back to I think the 50s. It goes from the 50s all the way up to the 90s, which is crazy. Good night, Riverwolf, or good morning. I woke up at 10 p.m. Well, I woke up and I went back to sleep. I went to bed at what, 11 o'clock in the morning. I woke up at 5:18, made me something to eat. I think I got a little bit of my work prepared, fell back to sleep, woke up at 7:30, I think. I think I got up, used the restroom, brushed my teeth, which is a habit. I brush my teeth a lot. Um, and then what else? And then I started on my other work, and then I end up going back, laid down. I'm on the phone looking up shit. I end up dozing off, didn't realize it. And then I woke up and it was like 10, probably like 10, yeah, probably like 10:08. So I guess that was my day off. So that means Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I guess I got to work my ass off, especially Tuesday because it's the spring equinox. So even though I've been up for 6 hours, 7 hours, I'm forced my ass to go to sleep, honey. Good night, everybody. Love and light. Be good to yourself and others, honey. Yes. Email me 2aspirit@missya.blogspot.com, honey. Stuff up on there, honey. For those of you who have taken the bodily foot class and the Bible study discussion, this week we'll be meeting. For those of you who took all the other classes, your classes were sent by yesterday. And there you go, honey, because this week, honey, we're doing a spring equinox, and I'm focusing on the casework that I got, honey, because I got some caseworks, honey, that we're working out, some big T's. So, love and light, you all. Happy week. Have a good week, honey. Happy spring equinox, aka Happy Ostara. Oh, and today is Alder's tree. Yes, today is Alder's. Today is Alder tree. Oh shit! Let me tell y'all what today is. Well, it's already 19th, but the sun haven't came up over here. The sun haven't came up over here yet, so it is marked tree month of alder. Yes, the tree month of alder, honey. So all my tree spiritualists out there, honey, you should be talking about this, Miss Thing. You talk about everything else. You talk about everything else, Miss Thing. You didn't talk about the tree month of alder, though, huh? Miss Thing, okay? Today, for those of you who are seeing this on Monday, today is we're in the first lunar cycle of Taurus, okay? At 12:12, we already passed that, at 3:29 p.m. Oh, that's Aries. At 9:07 p.m., the moon enters into Taurus, honey. The color for today is gray. Yes, honey, wear that gray. Neutralize that energy. Month of Pisces and Aries, honey. But Aries, honey, y'all got some teas going on since Saturday to Tuesday. If you are in Aries, what you feel like? I tell you what I feel like, honey. I've been feeling so yummy. I'm a Aries Luna, honey. I've been feeling so yummy, 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 yummy chocolate dip, honey dip. Let me take a ride in the dupe. Oh, wait. Let me take a ride in the coupe. Was it? Anyway, let me go. Bye, y'all.